How was everybody's Christmases?
Good. How was yours?
I cannot complain at all.
Yeah.
Mine was spread out over several days.
Good call.
It's not been a complete one yet because my grandkids haven't arrived. Once they do, then I'll say.
Yeah.
So studded leather is 20 gold pieces. Hide is 15.
Grandkids haven't arrived. Did you have the hide made in the city too?
You
It
can,
depends on Cobb and Cobb City.
yeah.
It's
Technically,
possible.
if you're like Lucian, then you can make it yourself.
It also depends on Cobb's
If you have-
attitude. Cobb may be like, whatever's
His
in the
name
books,
is
you know?
Raymond.
Or he may decide to roll to see if it's available.
Yeah, there's no left from that.
What you really need is the ring of protection.
Well, I wish this druid was powerful enough for that.
Can we go to the Ring of Protection tree and just shake one out, please?
It's a different city, farther than north, and right by that desert.
I was told to tell you never mind about the keyboard. We ordered one on Amazon.
Yeah,
They
no.
have gift card.
Yeah, I'm gonna message you something about that.
What?
Oh, what Nana told me after everybody left.
What's that?
She did a Nana thing.
Nana, you were
She
talking
goes-
to my
We're
mom.
not really
You
narrowing
know,
it down.
I wonder if they'll get the hints that exactly what was given to them is almost the exact amount of that filter that they need so that they can take active.
I know.
Yeah.
So they can take what?
Atticus. A cat.
Oh, okay.
Dez is allergic to cats. But Grandma doesn't want her cat to be. Yeah.
I just realized
I've already
I
taken
got
one of them
chicken
away.
salad because I got the chicken lo mein instead of rice.
Yeah.
But either way. Ooh, look at that.
Yeah.
It's
So,
still-
Nana did a Nana thing.
I figured.
What's in the?
And I won't say
Did you
anything
open
about
it?
it. Did you
Did
hear
you
that
open it
from me?
already, or
Right.
why?
Now
It's
I'll mention to her
overflowing.
about the keyboard.
God damn, I've never seen them overflowing before.
Happy walk.
lo mein. Mhm.
No, I'll get
Happy walk.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah.
We love them. It's been our tradition for what,
Unhappy
3
walk.
Thursdays.
I know that.
Ooh,
Yeah.
ooh, I got away. Grumpy walk.
No, I still have like a sore throat.
My youngest son went to school with their son. And then,
Oh, for happy walk. One over
yeah. And they're down there all the freaking time.
liquid in the middle.
Huh? No.
And I go down there and
Solid
she
hard
goes,
candy.
The
told
ones that went liquid in the
You
middle. And it was like
priced
really
that.
nice. And then it would get liquidy and it tastes like that.
Yeah. We should
That's
still ask Nana
Johnny,
about
my
that
son. I
cough syrup.
go, okay. He's been at my house.
I know.
God, what was wrong with that
Hilarious.
cough syrup?
Nothing. It's just that's what that tastes like.
I know.
It's forward.
Uh,
It works though.
it did. Oh, it worked good for 2 different ways.
It really makes you feel funny.
Just the thought of it either cured you or
Yeah. It was actually my cough syrup that I
Just
had.
also keep in mind, I don't know what your weight restrictions are, but padded's 10 pounds and hide is 30 pounds.
yeah, studded leather. That's where it's
Damn.
different. Hide is more weight.
I'm so excited for it.
It's an extra 5 pounds compared to studded, and compared to regular leather, it's double. Like regular leather is 15,
I know I don't
studded
feel
is
right, but
25,
it
hide
works.
is 30.
it's fine.
So
It's
that's where your strength comes into play. Of you have enough
15 strength, I think I can do that.
But
With all
it
your
all
other
depends
stuff.
on what you're carrying.
It all depends on
It
what
doesn't
you
matter what your strength is,
Hey,
how
you
much
not-
shit you carry.
Yeah.
I got this mule that's got stuff stacked way high. We're good.
Yeah.
Well, alrighty.
Heck
Welcome
yeah.
to episode 54.
And then you can just
I
be
think.
rock.
54, I think.
Yeah. Back in Greyhawk,
Back in the Doomgrinder.
in the world of Skell. I am your dungeon master.
Hello, Master.
Cobb 37
Jesus.
Jam.
Cop 37.
What's today's jam flavor?
Strawberry.
Nice.
On my left, we have Chris, who is playing Etty, the half-elf druid. We have Tori playing Aluna, the half-elf rogue. We have
Two
Thea
You
playing.
did it
We
again.
have Sabrina playing Thea, the half-elf fighter.
And then the 2 heathens.
We have Sean playing Durant, the human psionicist. And we have Randy playing Hendel, the human ranger.
Oh, you're wearing those pants. They look great.
I hope everyone had a good Christmas. I did.
I love the pants. Glad you had a good Christmas.
Besides the 102 feet I had that night, it was
My
fantastic.
son, Caden, got me these cool little dice.
Mm.
And I will be breaking them in tonight.
Oh, those are cool looking.
Right on.
So
So far in my test rolls, they all came up as 4.
You say 4 or 4?
4.
good. Maybe that's a good thing.
So-
Maybe they're weighted.
We'll see what happens tonight.
And apparently they all rolled 4s.
Well, that's fine.
Or they're 4 out
It's
of
usually
5
rolling
stars.
against us.
I know. I said maybe.
I
they're
hope
weighted
they
or
roll like
something.
shit. For
You guys
guys.
weren't here, so that's why they didn't roll well.
Okay, whatever.
Now that we're here.
Let's get this one.
After last week, we talked over the weekend.
Well, speaking of last week, let's catch everyone
Did
up
you put them
on
into submission?
what the story is
We'll roll
so
for me.
far. The story so far is that
We
these
can't roll shit.
characters have banded together along with the Pasta House gang, a group of roguish
Rough and tough.
people. Yeah, sort of a gang of toughs, and there's women in that group too.
They were tough.
And they are they have a loose affiliation with Aluna and
Very loose.
these people here, and they have decided they wanted to try to save the city of Greyhawk from the Doomgrinder, the ancient traveling siege engine of the Darrow from many millennia ago that was buried, but it has since been brought to motion.
Huh?
And it has been determined that it has been brought to motion by probably, they think, a sword general of the kingdom of Renaults. And in the last game, they fought the big bad guy in the Doomgrinder, along with one of a automatons known as a Warforged, and lots of Modrons, several monodrones, round floating eyeballs with wings and legs. And then there was some that were cube-shaped and could shoot bow and arrows. And
Those be mechanical creatures from the camp.
the last fight ended with the sword general being carried away from the top of the Doomgrinder as it moved along by several monodrones, or as I like to call him, the eyes of law, because they have just one eye. And they decided that they would go back down into the Doomgrinder and try to stop it from continuing on its path. They certainly assume that it's going to Castle X because Gurg, the Oracle, had warned them that this would be so if they did not succeed. So once they got down into where they thought was the place that made the decisions of how this Doomgrinder moved, they attempted to destroy some odd-looking tables and panels and things.
By they, we mean Randy.
And then the aside from Aluna attacking a lone monodrone and trying to kill it, which was then rescued by,
Lasagna.
I think,
Lasagna.
no, it was Raymond that pulled
Yeah.
the sword out of its
He
eye.
comforted it. Good,
Um,
good
Yeah,
automaton.
Lasagna, anyways.
And
Good automaton.
the rooms that they were in, it's like the exits all sealed up, and
Y'all should work
normally Durant the Psionicist could use his
together. We're
psychic
unconscious,
energy
which I'm
to
unconscious.
open a way out, but he was totally drained after the fight. So that is where we left off.
Yep.
And
And I'm unconscious.
at the very the
Everybody
last thing that happened was
Except for us
it was
three.
basic. It was
Oh,
the
yeah.
it was the girls from the Pasta House gang that were awake, and the boys from the Luna's gang that were awake. Everyone
Luna's
else
gang.
Everyone else is
had fallen unconscious, and
Pop, pop.
so now that we're all caught up, what would you like to do? And all of these people are in various states of injury.
I'm unconscious.
Well, who's closest to me?
Well, we're not set up.
Can we set up the board then?
Well,
It doesn't matter. There's nobody to fight.
who do you want to go?
Well, I'm just checking whoever's closest to me to see closest person on the
I'll
ground.
start
Spell
doing
that
healing
over.
checks. I'll start dealing healing checks to everybody.
Okay, we'll say Angel Hair's on the floor by you.
I'm gonna check to see if she's breathing and try to shake her, see if she can wake up.
Okay.
I tell you,
Addie, you start going around, seeing what's
So I'll
up.
start off with the Luna.
I tell you this. I have a plan. We need to release the captured gens, but I need to recover more power in order to do that. So
I think that is.
I'm gonna rejuvenate. I'll be aware of what's going on. But try not to
There's
Everybody
a
wakes
year
up.
trying to
around.
bother me so I can recover my power.
Okay,
Remind me where we're at. We're in the control room, correct?
No, we're in level below the control room.
No, we
Two?
can't get up to the control room.
They shut off.
Oh, right.
Didn't once
Well,
we
when-
get down it opened.
Yes.
And I also had a
Yeah.
question for you.
So
I
we
thought
can
of
get
after
back
the game. The doors that I compacted, are they somehow magically not compacted anymore? Because you said everything's shut. The doors I compacted open. How did that work or not?
Did you compact ones?
Several. It was easier.
Which ones did you compact? I can only remember two. I remember one in this level,
And one in the wind shaft.
or no, not one in this level.
I don't remember. I'm just asking if they remained
So
open.
where you are,
We can't see them.
you don't. None of those doors were you did anything with.
Okay. So the ones that I'm asking about, we don't know because you can't see them.
Correct.
And do you use the? This is an out of game thing. Do you use the table 52 weapon type versus armor modifiers?
No.
I think you did. I was wondering.
A lot of complicated.
I use a lot of optional rules. That's just one I never bothered to use.
Because it's just too complicated.
It's not
No,
complicated at all.
it
It's a tiny little chart.
It just
says
was
slashing
another
weapons don't
thing.
affect metal as well as
Yeah.
leather.
It's just another thing to have to remember. And
Because studded leather is one slat under one degree under plate mail as far as slashing weapon.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
no problem.
All right.
so you're in the one that's drawn out. Everyone's in that room. That's where we left off. So after you check everyone, you can tell that they're all unconscious. None of them respond to outside stimulus.
all right.
And that takes you quite a while to check everyone, but you do that.
Take me what, like a round per person?
Yeah.
So I mean that's what, like 10 rounds basically, an entire turn. 10 minutes.
That sounds about right. Close enough.
Close enough, yeah.
Nothing else is time sensitive, so it's not really going to matter anything.
Yeah. Randall.
His name's not Randall, it's Hendel. That's okay.
Hilarious.
I answered to both. I've been called worse.
Hey, Hendel. All right, so he's arrested. I guess let's try and get everybody together
You just move them over to the same one area?
Yeah, move them up. I guess lean them against the wall.
Yeah, I can do
Yeah,
that.
probably. And then after that, let's go check upstairs and see if we can find out where we are.
The stairs is closed off.
What's that?
Yeah, well,
Once when we came down, it opened for us. The upstairs did, but not the
He's
rest
correct.
of the stuff.
okay. I remember everything closed, and I don't remember after
Yeah.
that, so.
It's the downstairs stuff that leads back that's closed. But once when we got through the upstairs down to here, that slit for the stairs opened. That's what was described at the very end. And so I guess once when we get everybody moved up, then let's try and find out how much time we have.
And when you say moving everybody up, what do you mean?
So I just said to Hendo, let's try
And you're regenerating right now?
Rejuvenate.
Rejuvenating, okay.
I just said to Hendo, I think it would be a good idea if we leaned everybody up against the wall, kind of moved them.
Get everybody into a group instead of laying around all over the place.
Yeah,
Okay, where do you put them?
against the wall. I'd say right here.
Now that's all arrow slits, so it's like there's a bunch of pieces that stick out. If you can still do it, I'm just see. It looks like
This way they have light when they wake up.
that. See how they all, and then you can stand in between there and shoot out. That's what arrow slits are.
Do they come to the point or are they flat?
They're flat.
Lean them against the flat parts. They're unconscious. It's not like they're gonna care. Excuse me. This isn't comfortable enough. So yeah, that's what we do, and then
Okay.
after that, I walk upstairs and look out the front window
Okay.
or the front,
And what do you do?
Go move them.
Same thing.
and then once up there, I just try and look around and see if there's just nothing but forest.
Yep.
All right, so
Is the Doomgrinder still stationary?
And as you kind of look around, roll me
It's still moving?
both of you roll
Started back up.
Okay.
both of you roll perception checks, please. If you remember what that is, roll a d30, add your level, get 31 or more, and it's a success. Neither one? Okay.
No, sir.
Well, right on.
so
So is it going back straight again, or is it still going in a circle?
no, it went back straight.
Okay.
That's what we see, correct?
With the size of this thing and going through a forest, imagine if you were walking through a cornfield and the cornfield is not in rows. You really wouldn't, you would know because your feet would be telling you that you would be turning, but you are riding in something and everything looks the same no matter what direction you approach it from. Therefore, you're not sure if it's turning or going straight. All you know is there are trees and different landmarks that are being crushed underneath the sheer mass
Well,
of this rolling black rock of destruction.
what I remember is that when it stopped, it turned and then stopped.
Yeah.
And then once when it started back up again, it turned back and then went. And so that's why Addie is assuming that it is going
You
straight
can assume whatever.
and that it's heading towards towards Castle
I mean,
X.
you've again given information of where it's trying to go.
Yeah, that's where Addie's thinking is going. It's
Yeah,
headed back towards Castle X. Now it veered off course when we stopped it, and then it course corrected, and then it's now going straight back to Castle X.
That's a safe
That's
assumption.
That's what Addie thinks. Safe assumption. 2 days later, we end up in Renalson lands.
Nice. Okay, so there you are. One of the Pasta House gang, Penne, comes over to you, Hendel, and says, "You want to fuck?"
Let's see. Not right now, but thank you.
Bag it, and she walks off.
That's my favorite. It's my favorite one.
She's a fucking bitch.
I know, it's the best.
If I was watching this as a sitcom, she'd be my favorite character. You want to fuck?
I was
No.
watching this
Bag.
as a sitcom.
So good.
As soon as I get that rubber armor, we might talk about it.
Yes, that tree.
You just gotta find a sheep. Oh no, wait, fuck. Disregard.
Okay, so
You hear a whisper in your mind. It sounds like
time passes. The steady low rumbling and the occasional tilt or yaw of the Doomgrinder is the only sensation that you get differentiating that it is moving versus not.
You feel light. Swaying, gently swaying.
Can we get back to where those winky things were?
That's where we
That's
are.
where you are right
That's
now.
where we are. Are they back? All
No, they have remained dark.
They remain dark since it's now running on someone else. It's not. It's being controlled by someone else.
is there a way to get down farther below us?
Yeah. He is. I don't want any.
Well, now you have one if you change your mind.
I'll take
I
it.
don't want any. I don't like that flavor.
he is loose.
That's what Hendel just told Penny.
Maximum numbing.
Did you say maximum numbing?
Yeah, she did. It's for after he leaves so he can resume his extracurricular
Come on.
activities.
Spit it out.
No, she loves you. She'll swallow it.
Not a fan. Spit it up with it.
Hey, give it back. I didn't say you could have that.
Thanks. Hey, Snowball, sit down.
Jesus Christ.
Look at that face.
I love you, sissy.
Oh, wait, hold on. That's from Melanie for calling out. Tell me I should punch you.
Did you call out with 102 fever?
Doesn't matter. It's Walmart, man. They don't care. You should have went in sick
Hey,
and worked
Not
into it.
everybody
I still
else
have
sick.
like.
That's what I do.
I know.
I was just being
I'm like, nope, not calling in. Except for
we're
that
in
one
another,
time when my
month and
asshole
a
fell
half.
out.
No, he has to call in if he's sick because he works with food.
Yeah, because I'm working fresh. If I'm
So?
sick, I'm not supposed to be there.
They think you're lying anyway.
I'm aware. No, I was talking with Melanie the night before, being like, "Hey, guess who has the chills? Is running a high fever and a whole bunch of other stuff." Like, oh, that sounds like the flu. It's like I'm sick.
I'm sick.
It's like, oh, that sucks. Yeah.
Okay, so time passes, and as you guys are standing up front, like
We never leave.
the couple in the front of Titanic, watching the
And
countryside go by. Yeah, Rose and Jack, right? You guys can fight over
Yeah,
who's
Rose.
Rose.
And his roast.
Head back down.
You're Rose.
Handles Jack. With
No.
the
I've
arms
still
around
not
Daddy's
seen
like,
that movie.
What?
It's pretty good.
I
Hey,
haven't seen the whole thing.
same.
They like hand thing.
Yeah, oh my god.
Never have.
Trying to look for these French girls.
On the same token, I've never seen Brokeback Mountain either.
I
Same.
need
I haven't seen that either.
Yeah.
I need you two
I fucking
The only
would.
pieces I know about it
to make
is from MythBusters.
saves versus death
And the
magic at
cliches.
+1. Which means you're adding one to your roll. If you have a Constitution modifier,
No.
you would add that to your roll.
Are you able to
Oh,
hear any of these
I'm
people?
safe.
Okay. Still not? Okay.
Go to my pockets and I turn them out.
Not even with +3.
Monopoly guy.
Okay.
If I had
Wah,
one
wah.
more, then I would not be dead.
I already tried.
Or damn near dead.
Damn.
I wake up.
Ooh, do you
Already
have
tried.
attention?
Yeah.
Who woke up?
I think.
Oh, wait.
I'm safe.
Yes, you
It's
did.
cool. I am-
So did Rigatoni. And that's it.
And that's
What
it.
about you? Did you stay down?
I'm down.
Are they breathing? Can we tell?
I'm assuming Angel Hair was down there.
Angel has
Or
been
do we
up.
know that they
The
woke up
girls
yet?
woke up.
Angel Hair's awake.
Oh, it's
The
the guy.
two girls
Yes, I'm
from
aware. I'm assuming Angel Hair was down.
The only two people
She's
that were
awake.
upstairs are you two.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to get at is would we know? Would Angel Hair have come up and told us? That's all I was getting at. So for right now, we don't know that they're awake
I
yet.
seriously doubt she's well tired.
She's probably next to Lucia. Ring, whatever. Fuck off.
Okay, so that's been
A little might come up.
2 hours.
2 hours? I'm coming around.
Go down, check up on people.
Is there any way that we can use their potions on them? See if they can take a little drink of it? Think that would help any?
I don't see how it helped or hurt.
All right, so just then, Rigger Tony walks up the steps, and he's like, "What's going on?" He looks
Oh, hi, Rigger.
kind of like he's been poisoned or something.
Hey, all right,
His
man?
face is a little sunken in, and skin's a little pasty. But he's like, "Oh, I'm getting better. What the fuck happened?"
Remember the story about the trapped creatures that make this thing run?
Yeah.
Someone tells me they screamed out and affected all of us. Some of us, you and majority of everybody, really,
Passed out.
passed out.
Hmm.
Me, Hendel,
like that.
Grant, Angel, and Panay were not affected, but we still heard it. The rest, everybody else passed out.
Luna, are you downstairs here where we all are? Are the others of us are? I'm sorry, you guys are upstairs. Let me move.
Glad to see you're awake. Anybody else awake?
So you,
Yeah, Luna got up.
I know you are upstairs too,
All
right?
right.
Everyone else that was down is still down, I guess.
Well, I was just asking Addie, do we think that the ones that are still down, if we could take some of
Would
the
the potions
potions that
help?
they were given by you guys,
Because I haven't
try
used
to
mine
force
yet.
that on some of them, if that would help them
Aluna.
get back up.
You think
Yes.
it would
How you
help?
feeling?
I don't know. It's worth a shot.
Is
I
it-
felt better.
How about,
I haven't used mine.
I'll get Penny and Angel Hair and we'll try it. So
Can
he,
we
he
re-
leaves.
Can we
Goes back
role
behind
play
his
like while
Let's
you
go.
guys?
Meanwhile, you guys are doing whatever.
Can we role play while you
follow
guys?
downstairs.
I think the trapped individuals have rendered all you guys unconscious. I'm gonna try and let them out. You might want to go pick up your arrows you left all over the floor over there. I point towards the door.
I would go do that. I would go and try to pick up the arrows that I fell over the floor when I was trying to shoot the thing.
How many did you shoot?
She had a bad roll and all her quiver flipped over and all of her
everything
arrows
went
fell out.
everywhere.
I don't remember how many were, but she lost all of her arrows on the floor.
I rolled a 1. I dropped my
How
arrow.
many?
Just
There
like-
was? Yeah.
I had, let's see, minus.
Pushing an arrow.
Well, let's say you pick up all those arrows. Do you have a current total?
I have 27 arrows currently. After the ones I shot.
So when you go over there and you pick up all your arrows, they all seem to be fine.
Where would these screaming creatures be?
In the shafts.
So I go upstairs.
So we pass each other.
We're coming down, yeah.
I'm gonna go see if I can let these things out.
Heading back to the shaft.
Hopefully they'll be grateful for being let out.
And not
These things should stop moving, and they should hopefully go off to wherever they need to go. And I'll be happy to tell them who did this to them and point them in that direction if they want.
So really?
Of course.
Say that.
All else for all I care.
Oh, it was me.
So I walk past you and I keep going up, and I'm heading back to the
I
cylinder.
follow.
We'll go with them.
Okay. How do you get past the doors that are all closed?
Well, I'll use compact on the first one.
Okay.
I'm assuming you tried you can't open it.
Come over there.
Let's try and see if it before I waste power, which is precious right now.
Try opening it again.
I'll help him.
If it's some
Did you say that the potions wore off? Because you said
The ones
before.
that gave you super deluxe jam, yeah,
Yeah.
that's all.
So
All right.
then, would the current hit points that we have be in half? Is that what it is?
No, whatever hit points you have, if you have your maximum or more, then now you're at your maximum.
Okay.
If you have less than
Perfect.
that, then you're current.
No, I think
Perfect.
if we took damage, did that come off of the extra bonus points? So
Let's not
You're
confuse it.
that's one.
What I said is, if you have your maximum amount or more, then you have your maximum amount.
Okay, I think I understand what you're saying.
If you have less than that, then you have what your current total
You
is.
have your health.
So
you had a
Sabul
buffer.
would be
The buffer
gone
went
too,
down. Your health stayed the same.
This is where
I just lost.
No.
Also,
It's fatigue points.
all the fatigue is reset,
Oh,
So-
right there.
but now you're back to your normal amount
of
of
fatigue.
points. So you've taken the equivalent of a decent rest.
While I'm waiting for them to see if they can open the door, I look out the big screen. Do I see anything recognizable in front of where the Doomgrinder's headed? Yet. In the distance.
Make me a perception check.
Call me my little yellow.
Just because I never can remember. This is
Roll a d30, add your
D30.
level.
plus my level, and I'm trying to get a
31.
31. Okay. Yes. 26. 36, sorry. No, 35.
Either way.
You rolled a 26.
Yeah, I'm not 11th level. I swear I was wrong.
You happen to look at a time when just off to the left, you see what appears to be a path. And as the Doomgrinder crosses the path, you recognize this area. And you realize that you're probably halfway there.
2 F plus.
You assume so.
That's not a bad
All right. Are you able to open the door? Did it stop magically there somehow, or can you physically open it?
I help him. We
Okay. Roll your open doors, and you can roll. Well, you roll, but add. Roll it at advantage. You're doing the help action, so there should be a number at the
So
end.
on D20.
Is it? What's
Yeah.
the number?
8.
Okay, so you need an 8
Somebody
or
learn.
less.
at advantage.
Would you roll?
17.
Okay, roll it again
Add
because you're getting
advantage.
help.
6.
Okay, so you manage to open the door, and you see a black stone wall behind it. It's very similar to what you had already seen on the stairwell and in the other doors all around that had been, because I think there was one down there that had been compacted, and that's
There were 2 in a row.
it's the one up here. So
There was 2 in a row somewhere.
Is the black film, is that hard substance?
it appears to be made out of the same substance as the Doomgrinder.
Yeah. There were 2. There were 2 of the however many leading into the control room upstairs. I don't remember how many doors there
Sounds
were,
right.
but I know there were 2 in a row I had to do it to.
Well, got past one of them.
No, there's something else that's new in front, blocking the door, right? That's what you described?
That's what I described.
Right.
Now what?
Costs more power to get through. So I'm
A
going
slight
to.
fluttering you hear off to the left, and as you look, you see the creature just kind of,
Oh,
and then kind of turns and looks at you, and its big eye goes, and just watches.
Yep. What happens if he gets near the door? Do you think it'll open?
can you open the door?
It kind of does nothing. It just sits there and flutters. Who's doing that?
Addie.
Addie?
The creature.
Okay. Did anyone, or you notice that the creature looks like it's fully repaired. I did describe this last game, so if you don't remember,
Yeah,
there's
I
nothing
remember.
I can do for you. Anyway,
Surprised he's not huddling next to the guy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I remember now.
I'm gonna do clairvoyance to the room with the cylindrical spinning paper.
okay.
The shaft.
Oh, that died.
Shaft. Get your shaft in the floor, right? Family Guy sketch.
-4,
You remember it?
But the thing that I'm
Be
thinking of with Shaft is
14. I rolled
from
13.
Donald
So
Glover, where he's talking about people wanting him to play the next Spider-Man, and then they're like, "Oh, we just make Michael Cera Shaft."
I'm-
I get
what I'm
that.
doing is
you see that room.
it's the walkway that goes around, right? I'm just on the walkway. I'm gonna open the dimension door.
Well, before you do that, you realize that whatever ambient light was in there before is gone, and you see darkness.
Okay, in the darkness, I'm gonna open a dimension door, which should provide some sort of illumination in its general vicinity. I mean, because we have a torch right here, so yes.
I'm going to say that you understand you need to see where you're going.
Well, I'm not going through it. I'm just opening the door. That's why I was wondering. Because I can see it, but it's dark. I didn't know if that would count. I'm not.
I'm telling you that you understand how your power works.
I do. Not gonna argue with you about it. So, all right. I dropped the. I moved the clairvoyance to the inside of the cylindrical chamber, the spinning thing, the round thing, the cylinder
Where was it before?
in the room.
The room with the cylinder?
Yeah, it wasn't in the cylinder. It was just in the room.
Right. And now you're going to move it where?
Into the cylinder that should be in that room.
Okay.
I don't need to see it to put it in there.
Okay.
I know the cylinder is there.
Yes.
So I'm gonna open it.
So you're going to
I'm
roll.
going to. Yes.
Okay. Once again, you don't see anything.
There's some sort of light in there.
How close is this creature from us or from me?
I drop it.
I'll say you're 20 feet away from it.
Okay, I'm going to carefully approach it.
Okay.
And talk to it. See if if it just stays calm. And
Okay. If you approach it, do you have your weapons drawn?
no, they're not.
Okay. So as you approach it, it just whirs and looks at you.
And I'm going to just try to go over there and just see if I can basically and try to befriend it using my ranger ability.
Explain to me how that works.
Basically, it's with dealing with domestic or non-hostile animals. The ranger can approach an animal and befriend it automatically.
Make me a straight intelligence check. Which means you're going to roll a 20, add your intelligence, get a 21 again.
25.
Okay. You can surmise using your brain that this is not an animal.
Okay.
That this creature has shown sentience and some type, even very rudimentary, of a decision-making thing that would not be common amongst regular wild animals. Or domesticated, yes. I'll tell you what. Let me look that up.
I was like, you know what?
It's following the lead from somebody.
It's trained like a dog.
Let me just make sure here because that might be a thing.
I always like a thing, but it's not when I'm offered it, just while everybody's down.
Yeah, so somebody doesn't stab it again.
So then I need to go get that sheet of paper that I forgot downstairs apparently.
All right, see you in a bit, Tom.
Because that'll give me an answer.
All right, guys. We all have 10,000 gold.
Woohoo! We go quick. We got to write it down on a piece of paper.
Yeah, when he limits my abilities beyond what they says in the cards, I can't do anything about it. Card says I can open the door whatever the fuck I want. But then range to the power, which is out of sight. So,
Wait till you show me the
I tell you, I need to rejuvenate some more. And I sit on the floor right there and go back to rejuvenate.
Okay. Okay. And what is this called, Randy?
It is it's just an arranger ability.
Oh, okay. There is a condition to this. So when you do that, you made your roll, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you realize that this creature is not of this world. And that is why you are unable to begin to influence. You're like starting, then you're like, oh, yeah. I don't know what the fuck this is. So the thing does kind of click at you. Roll me a straight charisma check.
I made it for 19.
Okay. And it lands in front of you, and it looks up at you as if it's a cat or a dog.
Okay. I'm gonna look at it and say, "Do you understand me?"
Just blinks.
Do you know a way out of here? Can you lead me out?
It takes one of its legs and goes, and then puts it back on the ground.
Well,
But it makes this weird sound, like
I see all this.
like taking a screwdriver and running across a car.
That's what Addy does. That's
I'll see if can I pick it up.
Give her boy.
When you reach down to try to pick it up, you see it kind of doesn't move.
And I'll pick it up.
So you pick it up, and it's pretty heavy. It is small, but it feels like it weighs. How much do you weigh?
179 pounds.
It feels like it weighs a lot more than your first girlfriend.
Damn, she's a
Handling
cow.
fat.
You see them back on the farm.
All right, started.
Huge.
Well, your first girlfriend was small and petite.
Okay.
Nobody had time to get back in medieval days.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can hold it in a way to look at where it's that left leg and see if there's something there that's not right.
Okay. At that, Lasagna walks over, and you roll me an intelligence check.
no.
You didn't make it? Okay. Lasagna walks over, and he puts his hand on the thing where it's scratched, and he does this thing, and you see it take its foot and go. And then you see Lasagna get this big grin on his face, and his teeth are all fucking like black and fucking fucked up. And he's like, and then he kind of walks away. Just
So Lasagna woke up,
wanders off.
All right. Well, I'm gonna
right?
continue to scratch.
Lasagna.
Lasagna woke up then?
Apparently.
Okay. Just double check.
And you guys are back downstairs? Or no, you
No, we're upstairs.
I'm down.
Okay, so he come upstairs and I got you.
And then he walks away.
Okay, so
You got one of the little flying things? I'll put it over there. I don't know where they are.
Another hour passes. Thea, roll a saving throw at +2, plus a Constitution bonus.
Yeah.
You make it that time?
Yeah. Easily.
All right, you wake up. Oh, natural 20 first time for Master Choli. He wakes up.
Uh-oh, that's dangerous.
Meatball wakes up. I think that's everybody.
Are you down for
The people laying down are
I'm
people
not
that are not up.
Okay.
You said Mastrolli and Meatball? Where's Meatball?
Oh, and Raymond. Roll for Raymond there, Slandang.
All right.
He's got a +2 on saving throw versus.
It don't matter. You rolled a 20.
Oh, okay. All right, so everyone is finally awake. And they begin asking questions about what happened and where are we and all that.
And just what the fuck? That's my question.
The things that are trapped that the machine moving. I think that was them. Grant's gonna try to find them and let them loose.
And he doesn't think they're gonna attack us?
We're gonna find out.
We don't find out.
What's worse could happen? And then stuff.
Meanwhile, during this time, the little creature has flown off and is now sitting, and it has flown up the steps. And unless no one is upstairs,
You said another
it's
hour,
by
correct?
itself. Correct.
No, we're me.
Well, I thought we were. I'm upstairs outside that door, the black door. That's where I'm rejuvenating.
Oh, okay.
I don't know where everybody else. I assume they stay there. I don't know.
I'll go upstairs.
Okay. Anything else from anybody?
I was hoping that creature would help us find a way out.
Yeah, that's kind of. I walk over to it. I approach it cautiously. Not cautiously, carefully.
It seems really
Okay.
intent on, because it's as it's sitting there on the floor looking out this invisible wall or whatever. Occasionally it just kind of puts its wings out and brings them back, and you hear and they hear the clicking, and it's kind of hard to hear because you're moving inside the thing and it's crushing, but you can still hear it, and it seems intent on looking forward for whatever reason. And another hour goes by.
We need to get this thing stopped.
And during this time that you all realize that you're kind of hungry and you probably have to go to the restroom. So
Fuck.
That's not hard.
Where's Penny at?
that's terrible.
All right,
That's disgusting and
I
terrible.
stand up.
So who's in
I'm
level
upstairs.
1 and who's in level 2 at this time?
I guess it'd be in level.
So who's ever in level 1,
I'm upstairs.
Level 1 is the control
the
room.
top floor,
Then I'm in level 1.
and that's the where you can look out the front, the observation deck, if you will.
I'm
Yeah.
sitting on that observation deck eating
I'm
some
downstairs,
rations.
but I'm gonna go upstairs.
It's like
On-
cross-legged
Level one,
family
level two.
watching it.
Yeah, as that happens, a lot of the
Level
pasta
one.
house gang all come up and they're like,
We're
they
all-
start eating two at the same time, and then one by one they all kind of go off in the corner, and somebody will hold up like a cloth or something so they can,
Front.
yeah.
There are the big chamber pots downstairs.
Royal pots.
Okay. So anybody do anything now?
I approach Master Toller.
Why he's crumping.
Who is? Did you say lasagna's crumping?
No, I said I approach Master Toller. She says while he's crumping.
Oh. Okay.
Someone else will look out and like walks over. Hey,
I don't
now's
approach
your
him while
time
he's
to talk,
crumping. I
right?
approach him.
That's a fine. Everyone's done their business.
Master Toller,
Hilarious.
need your intelligence.
That's just stealing on.
My thoughts are what knocked you guys out, most of you guys, was these trapped gens that are powering this Doomgrinder. One of them being in the chamber with the cylindrical
He
device
says,
that's
I
fun.
understand, keep going.
Well, I want to try and release them. I think they would be grateful enough if we release them to not mess with us at the very least. And that should stop the Doomgrinder. What I can do is penetrate walls. I can't I can see into the chamber, but there's no light. If there's no light, I can't open a doorway in there for which this thing could use to escape. I can't teleport in there because I've not been in there before. I've not seen it in there before. And I could teleport into solid matter, and that would be the end of it.
What about our druid friend? Can he do something?
He's been drained as I was, but he doesn't regain his
He
powers
should be
as quickly as
sleeping.
I am. Well, I don't know. I've been rejuvenated. They also when they've got these bulkheads that have dropped behind most of the doors, as I show them this black one here. I can get past it, but everything costs power, and I am still down substantially. I figured a couple hours ago we were about halfway to Castle X. That was a couple hours ago. I have power now, but as far as stopping this thing, I don't know. Maybe there's something I'm overlooking. If there's a way we can penetrate this cylinder, or
Someone else has
a way to have a light in there, or a way to communicate with what's in there.
We cut that now.
Maybe if we make it back to that chamber and we can, maybe if we just speak to it, maybe it can hear us. I don't know.
You know, I was talking with my gang once we all woke up. Then they suggested we just stay along for the ride and let it take us there. After all, if there's going to be some kind of confrontation, then by that time, maybe you'll have enough power to get us out.
I can get us out now, but how are we going to stop the Doomgrinder? That's what I'm trying to do.
It's going to have to be a different way. It's going to have to be there, I would think. But I'm sure as fuck don't want to go down with this thing in the hole.
I agree. I will reserve enough power to get us out at the last minute, or when we're within sight.
I mean, as far as trying to talk to that thing, sure, I'll try anything.
If we can get it to illuminate the inside of that chamber, I should be able to let it out. I don't know what's binding it here. I don't know.
Well, I seem to remember the sage talking about the
It could be a spell binding it, and that's something I can't necessarily overcome.
that fucking druid needs to be sleeping.
Drew's not there.
No.
You on a different floor?
Yeah.
No. He's on the same floor. He's not in the same corner as you two.
Eddie,
Why?
come here.
I'll walk over. What you need?
Master Charlie has an excellent idea. If you
Huh.
were to sleep or take as much rest as you can now, will you regain any of your spells?
I think about it for a moment, and I realize that I need like a full night's rest.
You realize that you didn't
That-
finish praying this morning.
Womp womp.
But I thought once when I was interrupted.
He's gonna do it.
No, I know that much.
No,
But I
he's
thought,
gonna do it.
but I thought once when I started doing like combat
Okay,
stuff
man.
that I couldn't for the rest of the day.
You show me where it says that.
We talked about this before, though.
Yeah, and I said you can pick back up.
Yeah, I
praying.
did. I was there for it.
Good
So you
job.
wasted the last.
Do you remember something
4
different?
hours.
Do you remember something different?
For some reason, I thought that it was you pray at the beginning, and yes, you can interlude for like. Okay, I went off to go see Raymond's, thing. Well, I didn't. I thought that once when I got in a combat scenario, that I couldn't pick up after the combat scenario. That's what I thought you said.
I remember what you said, Cobb, and I'm in agreement with you. However, I understand what he's saying because we didn't always do it that way. for whatever reason. But my character doesn't know necessarily that you interrupted, didn't finish your
And Eddie's just confused.
So I wouldn't have any say on that. I'm bringing it up because it's Master Trilogy.
I thought you knew that.
I don't know his
Because my ass
priests and how they
interrupted
do their stuff. I don't understand.
Oh,
My
I
character doesn't
gotcha.
understand that. I mean, I know what they can do, but I don't.
It's
How their
different.
God works with them and gives them stuff. I know
It's
the
different than
rudimentary
you.
facts of it. I know he has to rest. He should never be on watch. He's supposed to sleep all night. That's what I know. Whether that's right or not, that's what I know. Master totally brought up a suggestion, so I made the suggestion to you.
I don't see
Between you and your
anything
God.
that's different from what I had previously said. So
I just wasted 4 fucking hours.
You said that out loud?
I mean, yes, you slept all night, so that part is
That
fulfilled.
part's
That sucks.
fulfilled. I just thought I couldn't interlude in content. Okay.
Well, you
Well,
both
then.
get to sleeping
Now I'm gonna start praying.
or praying. Whatever you got to do.
Going off in the corner. Don't bug me. Head out to a corner. Start praying.
See ya.
Fuck.
Yeah,
Don't bother
Okay,
adding.
yeah.
I won't bother at this time.
All right. So I originally, I can only pray up to a max. Okay, so that was a first level spell. That was a second level spell. No. 2 second level spells and 1 first level spell. All right. Got it. So my new max is that. Hey.
I don't know how many of these bulkheads are going to be there. If we've got to fight them all, it's a lot of power. I think we should all stay together. So if we were to go to the chamber to try to talk to this thing, to get back is going to be just as difficult. Without a source of light, however, as long as there's a source of light, I can get us back to that room.
Am I
This
losing?
room.
Am I losing my mind, or at some point, either during something that we
It's still
actually
lit up
did,
in there,
or
right?
during
There's still fire.
Gerg's telling, wasn't there talk about you maybe possibly being able to compact something while we're outside of the Doomgrinder, compact something on the Doomgrinder
No.
that would slow it down?
I was theorizing being able to do that,
Yeah,
but
theoretically.
that black stone, I can go around it. I can't affect it.
Yeah. Well, that's frustrating.
Yeah, it is.
Hey,
The only one that could
is the
do
light
something.
coming in through the front bay window?
It depends. I mean,
Right.
I don't want to
It's
waste
like-
power trying to find out exactly what it is, but
Well, the further back,
it's
you get away
either
from
like the Chlorine Stone and has
Well,
natural
when we
abilities,
first- when we first walked,
Or
it up, but now
it's-
not.
magically enchanted, and
Right.
it would require a wizard of that
I would
level
say for
to
the most part, it's
disenchant
lit
it
up.
or higher, which
Right.
we don't have with us.
And
So-
you don't.
I look at Master and go, I assume we don't have a high-powered
Lizard wary.
a
Lizard wary.
well,
No,
God, how would I say that? How would I convert?
he's giving you a funny look.
A highly experienced wizard with us as I look at Master Trolley.
Yeah, fuck with
Bart!
Okay.
Bart, get your big ass down here.
Can't count on a wizard.
Dispelling the work, but there's something I can't do. But you need somebody, in my knowledge, it has to be equal or greater than that who enchanted whatever it is that's magic. If I mean, I know there's got to be magic involved for this thing to touch it and make it roll. And obviously, whatever's enchanting those. Does anybody remember exactly from the telling of Gerg exactly what he said about the the two entrapped creatures, like what is holding them here? What is binding them? Was it a spell? Was it the material they're stuck in? Like, are they trapped inside of something, like a jar, for instance, because they're djinns? Or is
The whole
there?
thing is powered by something stuck in a jar.
I mean, does anybody remember exactly what was said
No.
before I waste a roll to see if I remember exactly what they
No.
Daddy was not praying. He would. Daddy's too busy praying because he wasted 4 fucking hours.
It's not.
It was enough for him to do something.
I don't remember.
I'm gonna make my one roll for today and see if I can remember. You know what I'm asking?
And what are you trying to remember?
Exactly what he said. What the scholar, whatever, said about what was entrapping these djinns here. That, like, how? I don't remember exactly what he said. Like, are they? What's holding them here? Or what is by them thought to be holding them here? Are they just entrapped in the chamber? Is that what's keeping them here? Or are they? Is there some sort of binding spell or enchanted item that's preventing them from leaving? What exactly did he say? It exactly is what matters here, because I know the.
I wish the spirit had as well.
Why don't you go smack Harry and see if he knows?
He needs to,
I know he's bitch.
Alright,
there might be something he can do.
remember.
Like, if he's able, the druids. I'm not as aware of what druids can do as with like priests. I know they're similar, but then again, there's so much difference. I don't know. Like if he was a priest, I would ask him to confer with his god about the next step, what maybe we should do, or what might work, what might not. But I don't know. I don't think druids can do that. But I don't know what anything he can do could be useful at some point in the near future.
Yeah.
Like
He needs
those of
his
you that might be heavily
brain
damaged, he could at the very least keep you from dying, or
Yeah.
provide you with more health. And at that point, I look at Rigatoni and I say, "Thank you for that potion. That damaging blow I had taken to my shoulder that hampered me quite intensely. That potion took it away. It was very useful."
You kind of. Thanks. Glad it worked for you. Okay, so you would like to make your roll? Go ahead.
What are we rolling now on
Intelligence on 30?
So I'm adding my intelligence to a 30 to get
Correct.
31.
Correct.
28, 30. Yeah, it's over 31.
Was it a critical success?
What would be a critical
30.
success? I did not roll a 30. No.
Do you know the vertical drive shaft is carved with arcane symbols that strengthen?
That's what it is.
That's
So the enchantment is on the drive shaft that is preventing them from being able to escape, or at least that particular djinn. Was it a djinn in there? Or what was the two? They weren't the same type of creature. Correct?
If you would have gotten a critical success, I would reveal that information again.
So I reveal what I remember. Does that help anybody else remember exactly what was said?
Hey, cat.
Get down. Get down.
She
She's
was
talking back
bad.
to you.
Get down.
As soon as you look away, she's like, "I'm gonna get up here anyway."
What
You know what that meant,
asshole.
don't you? Just go sleep.
I just
Wait till you go
She's
sleep,
that bad
motherfucker.
old gray cat that just not.
So I'll ask again.
I love that when it's like, don't. What do you don't? Don't do it.
So I ask again, does what I remember help anybody else remember the next part of what was said?
I'll roll, but it's
God.
not likely.
Okay, roll your intelligence, add it to your D30. You need a 31 or more.
Roll 30? There's always a chance to win.
No.
Okay, you can't
I
quite
don't
pull
remember
that
anything.
tidbit of information.
I'll try.
Sorry,
Okay.
Durant. I'm just
Roll
not as
30.
smart as I'd like
Add
to
your
think.
intelligence.
It's not smart, it's
No, I know.
remembering.
I have a terrible memory.
Fuck yeah, I do.
What's your total?
That is 40.
Nice.
Okay. You remember that
Got a 20. Yeah.
the marked drive shaft and the windmill atop the juggernaut form a power feedback loop of magical energies that force captured Afridi and Dale to spin the vertical drive shaft. The bottom of the vertical passage drive shaft connects to the gears, which turn the wheels.
I would recite that to you just like that.
Super monotone.
So they've enchanted these.
Yeah, it's like I don't even break you from staring outside eating my snack. I just wait for this to happen and just tell you.
So then they've enchanted the cylinder and that to keep them in there. It's like a jar.
Couldn't we just get to the bottom of the drive shaft and like destroy it and then?
No, it's made out of the same shit. I can't. Physically, we don't have the power. Magically, it's unaffected by that, including my abilities. Now, one thing I've noticed is I can bypass it by going to the other side of it. That again, the problem is I can't see on the inside. I've already been in there. I just can't see. If there was some sort of light.
I don't need like to see. I mean, I can't like see like in daytime, but
I
can at least make sure I don't fall off the edge. And I can get in there.
No. Inside I need to break through the cylinder to get to the inside of the cylinder, so I can put a door in there to let it out. Okay, I can't. I've looked inside the cylinder, but it's pitch black in there. Without being able to see, I can't open the door. You understand what I'm saying? I have to be able to see where I put the door.
Okay, so like, could you get me in there?
No, I can't. I can't. No, I'm assuming it's hollow in there. I could try to teleport in there, but that could be very bad.
Can you do your weird ghost thing?
I
don't have that. I can't. That was
wrong character.
That was already.
Damn it! Why didn't you retain that? That was handy.
This form is much more destructive.
Well, you know that ghost thing would have been real handy right about now. Just saying.
Imagine how much would have been solved if he just remained with us Artie instead of Durant.
None of this would be happening.
I'm aware.
Shut up.
Take
Go
my
back
hand
and
for that. And me, technically.
Yeah,
No.
you know it wasn't. Well, actually, it is my fault. You just had a hand on it.
And Bart.
Here's
Bart-
the other thing.
Bart was
Okay,
involved.
if we go down to the base, we got the ropes and
Would Bart know anything? Would he even help you at this point?
I don't know.
Well, you can't. That was Artie who could talk to him like that.
Oh, I know Bart.
Well, I meant like in your mind. That was Artie who could do that.
I can do most of that.
Would he help? Probably
You know,
not being Bart.
That's who knows? And that's a waste, a huge waste, a drain of energy. At this point, I don't want to try that. Here's the other thing. I don't want to split the party up. So if we're gonna move, if we're gonna move to the base of this thing, if we get to that room anyway, we can use the grapple hooks and the ropes to go down to the bottom. We get down to the bottom. I have a few things I'll try. But to get us there, I don't know how many of these bulkheads we got to go through. Each one of them is going to take a bit of power.
Okay.
Oh, where do I have to be playing right now?
Because you're a noob and didn't pray when you were just sitting around.
Because it's never been that way.
The bigger problem is just looking on the other side of this door. It's dark. I can't even get past this door.
Did you?
Actually, I can get past this door, but it's equally taxing.
Oh,
I got to retain enough to try and get this thing out. If that don't work, I have to retain enough for us to escape the Doomgrinder. So you're all going to need to stay with me, because for me to come back and get you this might equally be. I mean, I may not have the power. Is everyone ready to go? Master Coley, do you agree or disagree?
Like I said, I'm willing to try anything.
I think Eddie's still praying.
Master Eddie,
Eddie will pray forever. Eddie will pray.
let me tell you a story, Master Eddie.
I already know it.
Oh, did you talk to her? Small world, eh?
Very.
My God.
Yeah.
You two banging the same chick?
No.
No, my
It's a caregiver.
yeah, I hired her as a housekeeper and a cook. Kind of seen Eddie on the side. I've been here several times. Not when I've been here though. I'm like,
She
no
goes,
shit.
he knows you. I go, what do you mean he knows me? Oh yeah, he's taking care of his dad and stuff or something like that.
Well, let's talk about that TV that his son broke. And it's like, out in House Springs. I'm like, yeah. What? Why? I've heard this story. I'm like, how the fuck did you hear this story? I know it's a 1 in a million story, right? But how the hell did you hear it?
Yeah.
That's when she brings up. I'm like, oh my God. I know.
Yeah, she goes, who is? I go, who is he? Oh, he's known you for quite a while. And sudden mouth, and I said, oh yeah. I go, what's his name? Sean. Oh no, that's Broom.
So you told her that story?
Oh yeah. But were you the
She
one?
didn't say nothing to me today.
With the yeah, just a lot.
Not today. Yesterday. She wasn't there today.
A lot of crap going on.
Yeah.
But were you the one when we went to Garrison's? No, it was his bachelor party. You went to the porta potty. You pulled up against the door so you couldn't get out. That was you.
Maybe.
It was you. Because we were over there at Jefferson College North, because he knew that's where they lived at. Because we all met right over that area, and it was me and Garrison's. I don't know who the hell else. Small world, huh?
Yeah, no shit. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, I'm like, Sean.
I was like,
Sean. Oh, he said he comes there every Thursday.
yeah, I'm there every
and Saturday.
Thursday, like every other Saturday. So I've been there several Saturdays. I'm like, I've never seen it. Wow. Interesting. I hear you're pretty into her. Or want to be.
Yeah, there's just a lot going on.
I know. I hear you.
I'm not centering myself in on one certain.
I told her you're a good guy. You know. She got to figure out what she wants to do.
Oh yeah, that's
That's the
exactly.
biggest problem.
Yeah, I mean.
And her
Believe
daughter,
me.
she got three adult daughters living at home, and one of them's about to have a baby.
Yeah, that's what she
It's
said.
literally like,
That's
like
like
got
that,
both shag monkeys.
Yeah, she showed
I
me
sent
pictures.
you an email.
Oh,
But yeah,
It's a little girl.
It's kind of
yeah,
long
she's
and
not,
lengthy, I
she's
apologize.
not big in stature at all.
Right.
But it's like,
well, it's not here yet.
And no, I mean, I like her. She's
Hang on a
very
second.
nice.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But it's
Here.
just man, and I was
Just wait.
thinking the other day too. It's like, yeah, dude, I don't want to do nothing committed.
Did you
You're the
send
same
it to
age
my
as
email?
her.
Or did you send it to my
Your
phone?
birthdays are the same month.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Google. Gmail.
But yeah, and it's it's.
I just
I mean,
got it.
I like
Well,
it.
she thinks you're a very nice guy, obviously.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, they try to be. I'm just like, man. I don't
So you
know.
met her on Match.com.
No,
Match.
You sure?
Scout.
Oh, she said Match.
Meet me. Meet me. That's what it
Didn't
was. Not meet me, jackass. No, but it's
There's a country, that's what I said.
Relationships. I don't know if I want to do that. I mean, I like her. She's
Yeah, she's very nice. Very nice.
a very sweet person.
I agree.
Yeah, that's fine. Because she said that the other night. I knew as soon as I walked in, you'd say something.
Nah, I was waiting to see you. I'm like, hope to see him.
No, I was with my sons and my grandkids tonight. They had a son's birthday and they had their Christmas tonight too, so that's where I was.
I'll have to look that up.
Hold on.
Cool. Wish you luck. I'm on your side.
Hopefully
So
that shows
Oh,
up.
I hear you.
it works out.
Because
you
that's-
know.
that's-
Like I
that's
said,
in my
it's
sent
more up to
file
what
there.
she's to make some decisions.
Oh yeah, she's got a lot.
And I
She's
can
got to
take a
take care
picture
of
of
what
it.
She's
send you a
wanting to
text
move,
message,
Yeah, she talked about it
No,
over here,
that's-
not too far away, but it's
Yeah.
not just that. She's got a lot going on
Can you
herself.
resend it?
I got
I'll
a ton
probably
going
talk to
on.
Sean
I gotta
Forward
come
it.
out
straight
to
Yeah,
the
go ahead and
day,
forward it.
so-
There's like all
No, I gotta go back to the doctor again. No, this one's good. It's just maybe in another area. I'll find out. I found out. I got a phone call today.
Okay.
But when I beat it once, I'll fucking beat it again.
What am I sending it to?
I hear it.
Yeah, it's just like- it's just like one piece,
gmail.com.
Correct.
hanging out like right
The
here. I
same
just
one.
noticed it when
I'm
you
just
turned your
saying
head.
that
I
you
was like,
resend it to-
Sean's a little tuft of hair going.
I got wet
previous
rain
drain
today,
what
and
we're
then I
gonna
was, I guess,
two. You
probably
should
the
just
headrest of
type
the
in,
truck got it all.
start typing in, it's not coming up.
So I love enamel pins, and I found one.
The cow?
Enamel what?
Enamel
Top 37 jam
and
at
I found one
gmail.com.
with a light bulb, and the film was lit.
Okay.
So,
So bad.
Master Choli, do you agree? And we all need to stick together in order for me to be able to get us out of here on the we're split up, so we got a whole lot. It may be impossible for me to open that doorway for us. I know Addie is just went back to studying, but when we get to where we're going, he can go back to studying. I mean, he should come with us. I don't believe he has a way to get out.
There it is. So we want to wait until he says he's ready. I think that might be a good way to go.
Well, at the distance we're traveling, and do we have enough time to wait?
It's a day's ride to Castle X from Greyhawk. We picked this thing up right outside of Greyhawk.
I was moving at a walking
we're-
pace.
Over days. So we were halfway there 2 hours ago, approximately.
We got a while.
So yeah, I mean I don't know how long he needs to study, but if you want to wait, I'll go back to rejuvenating so I can regain more power too.
He says, well, I'm not the boss of anyone except for my gang. So
I'm fine with waiting. I think that's
as
a good
far as
idea.
I'm concerned, ask someone from your team.
I think it's a good idea to wait till Addie's at full capacity rather than,
Well, if we go there and he studies, or we wait and then go, I don't see it being much difference, but it's fine. We just got to all move together. That's the only thing I'm saying.
they give you
So
more time
you
to
tell me how
rejuvenate.
long you.
So I'm going to go back to rejuvenating until I hear
Rejuvenate.
something different from the
And you remember how much you got
boy one
at the
girl.
beginning.
Yeah, at the
Okay.
very beginning, I had 100 minutes.
We
Okay.
won't never do that.
I
How much
remember-
did you need to
Everything
get?
he's used
How much
today is
did-
gone.
Does it take you to do a full jam from 0 to full? How long?
A lot.
I don't remember how long into his study you
Maybe like 10 minutes. per
Yeah,
spell
it's
per
10 minutes
level.
per level. Per
interrupt
spell
him?
per level.
I don't remember how much into his study you
I don't remember.
I don't either.
40,
I thought that was what was going to
so 1 hour, 40 minutes, so 2 hours.
What he had left was,
3.5 hours.
but he hadn't fully
Okay, and
studied.
then so you said
Yeah.
you've
He goes back to
done
study.
I've
Right.
so
3 hours is 180
He gets what he
minutes.
still had coming back.
Yeah.
so I've done
But it depends on
90
when
minutes.
you interrupted
100
him.
So you got 80 minutes, so just less than an hour.
From
and a
that
half.
point on is what you can
Yeah,
keep
That's
on
what you can
back.
get.
So that's what I'm saying. I
yes.
don't know.
So because 100 minutes, yeah, which is an hour and 40 minutes.
You been, bud?
Guys, I'm gonna take a shower. If you need to use the bathroom, my room's open.
Well, if I go to your room, I'm playing with the snake. Just to let you know.
Do it.
I'll play with the snake.
Usually you have to
He said he was
play
going
with
to
the
play with
snake.
his snake.
That's what I thought he said too, that he was going to play with his snake. And I was just like,
That's how you pee, isn't it? You play
well,
with the snake.
that's.
Randy's got a reputation to uphold, you know. They didn't call him Kid Puncturer for nothing.
Oh my
Come over here,
God.
guys.
Yeah,
Yeah, read her shirt.
No.
Oh, let me see. No, yeah.
you'll definitely be a patient when he's done with you.
You're
Talk about
disgusting.
filet-o
Oh
fish.
my
Oh,
God.
nice. I like that.
There to go.
Change the M to
No,
an N.
that's garbage.
Thick thighs
We
and
should do it. No, we gotta do it.
Yeah,
Come
All
on.
right, come on, let's go. So,
we're waiting.
go clean yourself.
Hey, shut up, slop.
Who knows who's on you?
Cletus.
Nobody knows. Those are my kids.
Meet Cletus. Cletus, meet glistening back.
So I still have 2 hours.
Then when it go by him, he'll do
Right.
it.
Jesus Christ.
Because
Oh my God.
3.5
Wrist
hours.
icicles.
3.5 hours
Wow.
is 210 minutes.
Okay.
Right.
I'm
Right.
done.
Yes.
Never win.
I got 100 minutes, which means I have
That's
110 minutes.
Yes.
All right.
So
Think about
almost 2
turning
hours.
inside out.
Yes.
I
Almost
had
2
to.
hours.
All right, so
Right
I
now.
pray as long as I can.
does anyone do anything I need to be aware
I'm
of?
just rejuvenating while he's down.
It'll be almost 2
Explore around
hours.
in the room.
It will
If
be
I see
almost 2
anything cool,
hours.
see if
I'm gonna
find
just keep
anything
an eye out on my
cool.
little
I
friend.
want
All the boys are
you three to roll charisma checks.
And I also have a track of what spells I've already.
Oh
I got
no!
a 30.
You're going for
Oh.
adding your charisma to your die roll.
Rolled 19.
I
Boy, you only need
failed.
a 20 for that.
Not a critical.
Not a
Yeah, but I
critical
rolled
fail.
19 plus my level.
So wait, what are we trying to do?
Charisma.
You want to hit 30?
No,
Hit 21
just
or
21
above.
or more.
No, I got a 16.
Total?
Yeah, I rolled a 4.
Okay. So you guys
Okay.
just sit there and
What
We
you.
is-
have the same exact roll.
Okay. So
And
after
not
a
very
while,
good looking.
you said you were gonna go.
I was gonna go see what my little friend's doing.
Okay, it's hanging out by the, for lack of a better term, the
The
window.
window, still looking out.
And yeah,
That's what I was doing. No.
and then when you come up, it kind of
Yeah,
looks
you
back
just-
and clicks its big eye and then goes
Just go
back to
back.
looking.
And
then,
just say out
You
everything.
can feel the presence of someone behind you, kind of standing a little too close.
Okay,
I'm being a creepo.
turn around. Who's there?
Turn around, and Penny's going sniffing your neck.
Jesus Christ.
Do not.
Remind me again what Handle looks like.
What does Hundle look like?
What does
Fun
it
one.
And better yet, what you should do is find a picture or a
What
drawing
does
and
Hundle look like?
steal one from the internet, and then we'll print it out, and then you can be like, "Ding."
Meow.
Let's see what this cat's doing. That's what Penny's doing on Handle. Like rubbing.
Just right up on your lap,
Off
bro.
my leg.
Hilarious.
She wants a piece of that. Handle
Are you?
pie.
Would you consider
No
yourself
pie.
a Burt Reynolds handsome type? Would you
No,
consider
just-
yourself a Jonah Hill less than average type? Would you consider yourself?
Pretty much, just maybe a little bit above average.
Okay.
But my personality is great.
And that means something to girls.
To Penny, though?
Sometimes.
And
She doesn't seem too
Penny's
interested
a
in his
little
personality.
wild.
And
Let's be
I can
honest.
dance.
Personality will get you so far.
And
You
he
gotta
can
be funny
dance.
to look at too.
He can dance.
He can dance.
If you want to, leave your friend
Yeah.
behind.
Okay. So anyway, that happened. You, what do you do?
Friends of mine.
You're
I'm just
welcome,
gonna go
boys.
back
You
downstairs.
leave. So you leave.
He tries jumping through
Then
the
roll
window.
roll your hear
Oh,
noise.
God, I
Roll a
can see
d20. You get 1, 2, or 3.
Roll a D20. I need a 1, 2, or 3.
Yeah.
Okay. No.
No.
Oh,
Not
she
even
follows
close.
you.
Okay. All right. Another 2 hours goes by before Addie proclaims.
Oh my
He is
God. Penny, you're going nuts.
She needed love apparently.
No, she just wants up on the table.
No, she wants to be.
Restrained.
There.
See, now she's happy.
Okay.
Amazing.
And as
Maybe
you
something to
as you notice, it is starting to get a little darker in the room with the big window, as if the day is growing long. But another 2 hours has passed. and-
When I hear him moving about, that's when I get.
No, I've gone too
Okay.
far.
Was it that 2 hours or is he still?
Nope, he's up and moving
I'm up.
around. So what would you all like to do now?
Not
I'm
he's
looking
away.
over
I
my
bring him up
shoulder
to
for
speed and
pennies.
everything I said earlier that we discussed.
All right. What about?
Do you feel you have any spells that might be able to do anything beneficial in this situation?
Possibly, but I got a quick question.
And we're going to need these.
Did we
torches
leave that
anyway.
hatch open?
It got shut. I understand.
All right, because I was gonna say,
Were we in
could
that
go
room
into
when
the
it shut? I don't remember what happened.
because we could go into the room next to it, maybe if that hatch was open, if there was light in there, and then try and there'd still be that blockade, wouldn't there?
Probably.
I don't know. I don't know where these bulkheads are. I don't know if they're. I wouldn't think that it doesn't make sense they'd be everywhere, but I don't know.
It's possible.
They didn't go off last time I was here. That's all I can tell you.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Once again, you guys start to hear this loud, echoing screech.
Yeah.
Oh,
But all of you were prepared for it this time.
So we know.
So you will get to roll saving throws versus death magic with advantage.
All right.
I'm not rolling, right?
You are not.
I got a 20.
saved the first time, super saved the second time.
First time was
Say-
cock die.
No. I was like,
Failed it
fuck
twice?
you and your scream.
My saving throws are always fucking horrible.
Apparently.
Great. How many people got to be carried now? That's fuck everything up. See, if we'd have moved first like I wanted to, everybody'd been knocked down in the room we need to be in.
Kick her down the steps.
Roll
Kick
me.
down the steps.
Look at Goody.
My cat's so happy. She wants those dice now.
This time,
She's so happy.
only Master Choli from the Pasta House gang goes down.
Okay, so it's just.
Hey, these two are doing
DNMC.
69.
They were too distracted to cover their ears. They're dead.
Please
Who
don't,
is that?
Don't
Is
do
that-
that in my house.
Who is that? Is
You know the
Hendel?
rules where he doesn't
Yeah.
want to see it, hear it, or smell it.
Correct.
Is that Penny
Your hand
upside
on-
down on Hendel?
Yeah.
I think
You
it's
fall
the
asleep
kids'
again.
jack-o'-lantern, and you can all into that. That's
Oh, y'all got to carry two people now.
Well,
Oh, that person will not be carrying anybody. I am not strong.
Before we leave, does anybody require anybody hurt that maybe needs to seek some attention from our druid? Okay.
Yeah, I'm good.
Go to this way.
I'm so dead. All the fucking time.
All right. So
the Pasta House gang are like, without Master Choli there, they're like, what's the plan?
Go to this way.
we need to move. We're gonna have to carry him. The two people that are down. We need to stay together. So when it's time to leave, I can get us all out. I can't just run around looking for people. We can't do anything from this room. We're gonna try and. I'm gonna try and free either one of them. If I can free one of them, it should shut this thing down. But I got to get to the chamber, and I can't. Problem is, there's no light inside between here and there, so I can't.
Aww.
Well.
Yeah.
I can teleport onto the platform
You want me to go?
because
You
I
take
know it
someone with you?
exists.
I can go
It's
with
too
you.
much power.
Okay.
You wouldn't be able to do
What
anything.
platform?
The platform around the spindle. I mean, I can teleport there. I don't have to see the teleport. I know where that platform is. Well, how many times I've seen that. Trying to think.
Can you teleport with
It's not far from this chamber, so I could, at that point, open a doorway into this one where there's some light coming in, and then the rest of you could enter from that point.
Yeah, like if you could get through to that one, and then
It'll be dark, but I'll take my torch with me. So
yeah.
now I asked that we relit the torches. Is that okay? Just so you know
You do whatever.
that that's all been done.
Who's got them? And
I have
I don't
one
have one.
because I can't see and I need to see.
Yeah.
I always thought Addie had the other one. Is that correct or incorrect? I don't care who.
I do not have it.
okay.
Well,
You're asleep.
You're unconscious.
Aluna, roll a d10.
Sorry. I got a 10.
Oh, okay.
You're welcome.
A sound. Everyone is
Not
in
surprised.
the first floor with the big window room. A sound catches your eyes, and a sound catches your ears, and the little
Hey,
creature
give it back.
is turned around and is looking past all of you at the somewhere in the middle of the room. And as you all turn to look, you see a greenish billowing gas start coming up and filling the chamber.
I immediately teleport to the cylindrical room with my torch. To the I think it went 4 ways, didn't it?
It did.
yes.
You haven't
Right
there
there.
are problems there?
This would be towards where we're at now.
No, it's cool.
Cool. I got it, guys.
Okay, so your action is to use a power.
Yes.
Does anyone else have anything they would
Um,
like to state they would like to do?
Remain unconscious.
I'm gonna move Thea back. Wait, I'm gonna try.
Okay.
Whenever I struggle.
How about you?
94 pounds. You need to drive me?
I move over to the creature.
Okay. And
Yeah, that's where I was standing by him. How did he get out? That's what I'm asking him.
how did he get out?
How do we get out?
Oh, you asked. So you're gonna.
I'm gonna try to talk to the
All right.
robot.
Roll initiative. Somebody on your side. How about you, Addie?
Yay!
First D10 roll. I rolled a 1.
Yay!
Did you get a 1?
Sort of. It has a 1 in it.
Oh, a 10? Holy
You
shit! That
fucking kidding
means
me.
my side is sped up and your side is delayed.
It has a 1 in it.
So, apparently, the dice have decided all y'all's got to save versus poison.
Hey, about that. I
Filled the room that quick, huh? I mean, I'm the same place I always said I was. At the black door. I've never moved from that spot.
Oh.
Failure.
I
Okay.
got a 19.
That sounds like a success.
Our team.
What are we
That
doing?
sounds like
20?
a success.
Oh yeah.
So I'm adding, trying to get 21 or better, right?
No, this is a
No.
saving throw.
This
It's
is just
listed
get
on
lower.
your sheet.
So we're
It's
just, it's just a
poison.
regular roll.
Yep.
I made it. I rolled 15. I just didn't know if we did it.
Okay.
Time to use that garlic.
Thea's dead.
Well, I'm not like a new character.
Time to
Wow.
use that garlic.
Penne, angel hair, and meatball all. So if you fail your saving throw, you are caught in this cloud, and it,
Can poison people?
you start to seize up. Your muscles all contract, and you're like, and you fall over, unable to move
She fell on
or
me,
do
didn't she?
anything.
She's already unconscious.
She purposely
She fell on your nuts.
Now there's 5 down.
These nuts. Okay, so that just
Got him.
happened, and now we go to everyone else. So
I
at
guess
first, the creature flies into the green fog, and like flies over, back, and then comes and goes by lasagna, and that's all it does. Your turn. So you're gonna roll to try to activate.
Is it? It's more than 10 yards, but under 100 yards. Would that be accurate?
Yes.
Okay, so I got to use the 100 yard side. No problem. Even with I rolled a 2, so I'm way under.
Okay, so what happens?
There should be an audible pop where I'm at. If we're actually in this green gas, then there's a pocket of not poison gas as I disappear and should appear right here. And then there'll be an audible pop here as well at the same time. With whatever gas might be around me, it'll start to dissipate in the open air. Hopefully there's not gas in this one too. That should be what happens.
And that's what happens. Anyone else?
I would try to. Is Thea still like in the blast of the?
Well, whenever you're unconscious, you automatically fail.
I know she automatically failed, but I'm gonna try to pull her away from it.
Okay, so you go ahead and go into the thing
Yes.
and subject yourself
Yes.
to it
Another roll.
to try to pull it correct.
Yes.
So what you're saying
do
is we rolled to get out of the fog is what the roll was for. Okay, I'm sorry. I thought it filled the whole room. That's why I was asking. I'll put these people a little further in there.
So I do another.
Do you do
saving throw.
anything that I need to be aware of when you do this?
I try to cover my face.
Okay,
with my
then.
breath.
Add a +1 to your saving throw.
Oh, it didn't matter. I got a 3.
Okay, so you thinking, oh, I gotta save her, and you go like that, and then just as you get over there, your thing goes, and you just go,
All right, let's start
Add
with our
the
new
words.
characters.
okay.
All right, you name your steel.
Abby.
All right.
Oh, goodness gracious. So I need to look at the specifics of this thing.
The times all around.
I thought you said you were.
Yeah, okay, so
Moving or
I moved
something.
the creature,
Okay.
but the
what?
creature moved.
Yes.
Creature's right here now by
And I'm basically right
Fat
there.
Joe
You
Slim.
can still move over there if you want, but
Give him a wheel, too.
it's probably going to take you back into the area.
Yeah, no. I'm good. Rat, hurry up!
You said back
Would
into the
this
area. Is he in
work?
the area? Because you didn't say he failed.
Oh no, yeah, that's right. He didn't.
So
fail.
and the
Or
creature's
he-
by
he
him
suc-
over here.
He succeeded.
So he's not in the area.
Yes, that should be just.
The area is. I'm
So
just
if you want to go over there, you can.
here
Hello,
just to
buddy.
kind of give you an idea. The area is this green stuff back. That's where I put all the bodies.
Can you open this door for us, please?
So you
Please?
move over there by the creature,
Please?
and then you try to talk to him.
Please?
Okay.
Please open this
Remember,
door.
you were successful, so you.
No.
Oh, okay, yeah,
You were not?
You're
No.
paralyzed.
Oh, I didn't know you dropped too. Shit.
Neutralize poison.
Okay,
book
so-
2, 146.
Burger Tony's like, aha! And he reaches in and he grabs a flask and he throws it on the ground, and immediately it goes, and this new gas starts to mingle with the old gas.
Neat.
And he's
I
like,
was
I hope
on
this
point two,
works. And that's his action.
I hope this works.
Works. Ba-boom!
And then
Okay.
everybody died.
So we will go over to Durant, who is all by himself in the dark
Oh, I'm a dwarf.
with the torch.
TPK till the party kill.
Right. Not for the druid, because the druid has spells.
I have to wait till I can get another power.
That-
I'm gonna open the doorway.
Well, go ahead.
That poison
What
doesn't work.
are you trying to do?
I'm gonna open another doorway.
Okay.
So the doorway. All right. So the door. How wide were these?
And he falls.
10 foot. I'm trying to guess.
Under the cabin. And now he's dead.
Yes.
So
Durant, save us!
And then wherever that bulkhead was, it would be right in front of the bulkhead. Just say this is where everybody was, so there'd be another doorway would open in front of the bulkhead. And I would quickly, everybody step through, drag the bodies if you can through. And I step to the side to try and help them as they come through, so they don't end up falling, like woohoo, and fall off or something. I'm trying to bring them through, drop them to the ground, so they, they've got something secure.
Okay, so who does what then? I guess you got
unconscious. I can't do anything.
only Addie's the only one that's awake.
Fuck, dude.
Fuck! Hey,
Or not awake, but I mean, well, a couple people are not awake,
One,
and a couple
two, three,
people
four.
are paralyzed.
There's 4 that are not.
Does this one with this one? What? Where's my other poison spell?
From the gas station. Some people.
Slow poison. Is this?
It's that easy to get.
My
It's like
slow
this head or my
poison.
head. You gotta repeat one line.
Reduce the effects. Book 2, 263.
What spell do you want to know?
Slow poison. Would it place upon a poisoned individual? Poison takes full effect. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna work. While the spell does not neutralize it, it does prevent it from. No, it's not gonna work for the other two. Because I have stuff to eliminate poison once when I get to it. Once it's already been affected, but I can't prevent.
Okay, I'm going to give you 10 seconds to decide what to do, or you do nothing.
I tried to kind of do what Aluna did and go in and try and drag someone out.
Who do you try to drag out?
I'll start with Aluna since she's the closest.
Okay.
Save my ass.
Okay. Let's see. Luna, what's your total weight? Should be on your encumbrance page.
My total weight is 42.7 pounds.
Plus what you weigh.
Plus what I weigh, which
His
She's
43.7 pounds.
I'm currently carrying. I'm going to add it, I think. Yes. I have to do math. 150
Aluna,
pounds.
you just had
Okay.
enough.
100.
I'm just kidding.
You're too heavy. I
170
need you to leave your gold behind.
Okay. And Eddie, what is your?
I'm not strong. I'm not strong.
What is your max press?
Not much. 115.
Okay.
I'm not strong.
So
Well, I can do a spell, and then I can be strong.
if you make it, okay, roll a d20. So you grab her, you
Yeah.
try to drag her.
Yeah.
What was add your strength to your roll? What was your total?
Not a 21.
No?
No.
By how? Okay.
By 4.
Okay. So
17.
you are able to drag her. How many were you off?
By 4.
4? Okay.
Here.
Couple inches.
Here.
So you're able to drag her.
Aluna, we need to leave the coin.
You're able to drag her.
Save the coin. Don't worry about me.
4 squares.
I have no idea. I just do it blind on there. I don't
That's
know how
okay.
deep they are in
You're
anything.
not quite going to make it to the thing. And you need to make a saving throw. We had advantage. Or I'm sorry, +1. Saving throw versus poison.
I'm good.
Okay. Nice.
Druids have really good saving throws against natural stuff. Like poisons.
Mom.
And death magic. And paralyzation. And if I had a better wisdom, I would be invincible.
So I almost got it at the place, and I was like, it's not going to do it.
And immunity to charm at
They're different.
7th level, which is my current level.
What's your strength score?
10.
Oh boy.
Hey,
It's okay. You're
Addie is not a strong person.
He's stronger than I am smart, so fuck it.
Depends on what types of smart you're talking about.
Smart
'Cause-
ass.
Because Addie is also stronger than he is smart, but not stronger than he is wise. I know that I should not put a tomato in a fruit salad, but I'm not sure if a tomato is a fruit or a vegetable. All right? That's the difference with Addie.
And then the bard says, wouldn't a tomato fruit salad just be salsa?
Do what?
Wouldn't a tomato fruit salad just be salsa?
All right.
Oh my god.
Possibly.
This is the worst thing we've ever shown.
All right.
How dare
So
you.
that happened.
Pizza and milk.
Okay.
So he never emerged out of the green mist or whatever.
Not yet.
Did what I guess did what Rigatoni is what he did? Does it appear to be working? I mean, visually,
Are you there, Durant?
I'm looking through the portal at everything's coming.
It kind of does.
That's good.
Okay. Raymond will try and drag Master Cho. That is not a success at all. Rigatoni will try to drag.
Does that mean he drops or what?
That is a success.
Does that mean he drops?
No. He couldn't drag very far with that strength roll. Okay, so basically what happens is Rigatoni manages to drag whoever's closest.
Well,
Okay,
Master Choli is where you sent the one.
yes.
I don't care.
Okay.
Wherever you want me to put him.
So that's good. And they end up they go through.
He drags him through.
And
Or
then-
carries him through, whatever.
Yep.
I
Lasagna-
make sure.
Lasagna
Sit down over here.
That's the
takes the creature through.
God damn it.
And that is the end of that round.
We're still
I keep it open.
Okay. So this round,
Unless something
anyone that is paralyzed or unconscious,
Yep.
make a save versus poison at advantage.
At advantage?
Woo! 20!
All right. So you're successful.
Nope, I failed.
Failed your first one. Let's roll it again.
No, did you roll it
No.
twice?
No. Okay. Handle is
You said
still
it's
blue.
poison?
Yep.
No, if you roll it, what exactly?
Above.
You,
Equal to or
well, then I
greater.
passed. I
Yay.
rolled 11, my poison.
So, do you make it?
Yes.
Okay.
So what
So
happens? She stands up and crawls out or something?
Come on.
everyone but Meatball makes it.
Come on, Luna.
So they use half their move
You
to
do?
stand.
I rolled 20.
And I'm assisting Luna, so. Hopefully that
Only
adds.
give me
Come on,
and
Luna.
handle.
Come on.
Oh yeah, and Hendel, they don't make it either. So there's those two.
Damn it, Handel.
God.
I
damn
repeat
it.
as I see people coming out of the fog. Quickly through the portal.
Name Meatball and Hendo. God.
So Raymond looks at Thea and is like, "Come on,
Let's
get
go.
Meatball."
Come on, Raymond.
Okay.
I
I
go
try to
after
drag
Handel.
out. What?
Let's go get Hendo.
Okay. Oh, I was gonna get Handel because I figured I can't drag.
Okay.
What's his face?
Go help with Meatball.
All right, make a strength check, please.
With advantage because I'm an assistant?
Oh my god, I barely made it.
You made it though.
I made it.
All
I
right.
got exactly a 21. My rolls and shit. But let's write this out.
Doesn't matter.
All right. Raymond and Meatball cannot make it all the way out on this turn. Everyone else does. So now this round is over, and they're the last ones out.
Did anybody else come through the portal?
They all did.
Oh, so the ones that came out went through. You guys too? I know you're okay. All right. Eddie, did you go through or not?
Yeah, you were helping Thea, I thought.
Yeah.
But Thea got up and ran into the fog.
No,
No, you were helping.
I was helping
Okay.
Thea with.
Giving Meatball.
I helped Illumin first, then I went
All
with
right,
Thea
so
to-
Raymond and Meatball are the
You
only
said
ones
you
that are
never made it
left.
out of fog when you were dragging Luke.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, well, I already said you didn't make it out. You didn't quite make it out. So
Yeah, on the first round. On the second round, we did. Because she saved.
I did not hear you say.
Yeah.
All right, so you keep it open for another round?
Yeah, until we're all through, I'm hoping somebody
Okay.
emerges through
So
the.
this time Raymond gets him through, and that is the last round that you
And I drop it.
may need to maintain it.
Did Addie bring the other torch? Do we need it?
No, it's fine over there.
Great.
We have other torches. We need to
Just
keep
have to
light.
light 'em.
There's in case it gets dark, the outside light. There's a torch lit in that room.
Okay, now the problem is
Slow down.
not everyone can fit on that thing.
I seem to remember it's a lot bigger than this.
It's
I think we would have dispersed.
you'll have to go around it if you want to fit.
I didn't.
everyone there.
I didn't make this actual size. You want to give me dimensions real quick, and I'll draw it.
8 people can fit on one,
Like what?
like straight away, and then everyone
How
else will
many?
have to
I
be
didn't
on
hear
the
you.
8
ground
people
part.
on one straight away.
8, 10 feet wide. How big's the circle?
Five squares.
5 by 5.
Yeah, 5 round. It doesn't have to be perfect.
You
There's-
know, just one indication. So. Is it 5 foot wide around the?
It is.
Okay.
And then each walkway is 6 by 2.
10 feet by 60?
No, 10
No,
by 20.
30 to 20. So, 5,
Okay,
10,
so
15,
you're all
20.
there, and now what do you do? And those of you that are recovering are stretching out your just had paralysis and the coughing and the headaches, and it's just an awful time right now.
That's
So it's
me.
a Thursday night.
And then the sound of this shaft is like not very comforting either, because there's all these little bits of electricity that are running up and down and making sparking sounds. And
What was
You're not-
that?
I don't know, but
What are the odds that I'd add this thing in this?
I would not suggest swinging at it with your sword. You would probably die.
This is control room. Let's just do it this way.
Ground control to Major Tom.
Yep.
I'm sorry, that's all I can. Yeah, you guys are.
You can't chew the crap out of this. Someone else did.
Oh, what a good kitty.
Really? This is how you amuse yourself?
It's amusing me too. Get him behind the ear again. Oh man, good times. Man, Thursdays are fucking weird.
Not yet.
This is kind of what you hear.
Sounds
Good.
right.
Okay, so there you go. What now?
So I suggest if we're gonna try, do we want to try and go down to the bottom?
How much do we still have more rope in the door? How much?
Got plenty of rope and
If I look down, is there like
some
scaffolding?
backpacks.
on the way
Is there any
down?
wind coming off of this?
We never seen any before. We were here.
A little, but not a
It was
lot.
a drop off.
I just dropped
Those
off.
creatures crawled up.
Alright.
There is something that's turning here, but it's not turning super
Is
fast.
there any like supports for the walkways?
And you know how fast the wheel on the Price is Right
Probably
turns?
not because it's all stone.
Yeah.
It's slower than
It's all
that.
that black stone.
If there's some sort of support, I could just shoot that.
Oh yeah.
But no, there's no. It's just an open space.
So like the walkways are being held up by like the outside.
See like that? So just open.
Yeah, but I meant like on the walkways. There's nothing down. It's not like a solid. Is it a solid piece or is it just like door?
You mean it's like a bridge?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what
it's
I
a
know,
bridge.
Okay.
Is it like a bridge?
That's all I wanted to know.
So you like look underneath, kind of get down on your hands and knees and look over.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Push
it's-
I'm pushing. Hey, tell me how deep it
It
is.
looks like it's built to be supported, so it's not.
We have rope,
It
right?
doesn't look thin. It looks solid.
Tie me off. I can go down.
I'm suggesting we all try to go down.
Well, I mean, one person should go first and see what's down there.
That should be the person seeing in the dark. Oh, person
See in
who
the
can see in the dark.
See in the dark,
One of you,
and I can
you
climb
guys
pretty
pull the
well.
rope out. I guess perhaps Meatball can hold it. Make it easier.
How's that sound?
I'm pretty fucking strong. I can hold it.
I want someone to hold the rope who's not going to let go.
Give me both.
He'll hold it.
Okay. Somebody good at tying knots?
Raymond, why don't you help him?
Somebody good at tying knots? So that I'm not gonna like.
Tie a knot.
What do you mean by tie a knot?
Well, I'm gonna tie myself off to this rope and I'm gonna go down.
Okay, we
They're
got
gonna lower
you.
me.
Anybody, whoever wants to hold on to the rope can. It can't. Doesn't have to be just those two.
I will.
I think it's
Plenty supported.
we're running out of daytime.
Okay.
Let's go.
So you get lowered down.
If I see.
I go over to the wall. I put my feet on the wall. Okay. Does it work?
Yeah.
I
Hey,
start walking down.
I forgot
Hey.
about fucking Abby.
somebody light another torch. Take a torch with you. I just take us all down
Can do
there.
your vision.
If I can see down there. You understand?
Yeah.
That makes
This
sense.
room was lit up before. It's not anymore.
All right. Yeah, I got you.
We lit it.
Just,
So I'm being lowered down,
I'm just
and Alan's
walking.
just walking down.
I'm just walking beside her. I
With
look
the
up.
torch.
Is that all right? With
the
I mean,
torch.
we have extra torches. That's all supplies that we brought. Is that all right? I don't have them, but that's why I'm relying on somebody else that has to do that. I don't want you to say, well, nobody just said they did it, so I'm asking one of the people with that torches. It was primarily
There's
all
three
this gear
torches.
was brought in by the pasta house. They unloaded the truck and brought it in.
They,
It
Who
was
are you
Penne
asking?
who before helped me with the torch to get the torch lit.
who are you asking?
Penne, would you please light a torch for Addie to take down so I can see if I can put a door in down there and we can all go through the door?
She's like,
She looks over at
"Don't
Master
talk me, don't
Choli.
talk me." I'm like, yeah.
Master Choli says, "Go ahead."
I'll walk her.
So they take the time, get a torch out, light it off the other torch there,
Yeah, it would be quick.
and then hand it to who?
Addie, take this torch.
Thanks.
Okay.
Don't dawdle. What are you walking down on?
A wall.
This wall?
Sure.
Just making sure. You see on the sonar.
Okay. What is the
I would actually have to cast a spell first.
what's the
So I don't get electrocuted.
radius on a torch? Wasn't it 15?
15.
Yeah, that's my shit
Okay.
up.
Do you have any black markers anymore? Yeah, I'm going.
Everything's green now. It's natural.
Yeah. Good
Okay. So you walk down, and you come across
Shaft.
another set of walkways.
Oh boy.
About
All the way to the bottom. I holler down.
Keep going.
I can see your torch. Point the
Yeah,
light
that's true.
going down.
Keep going.
Okay, so when you get almost down, you're pretty far down there. You see what looks like
It's only 8.
a
7 feet. Oh, we came up. I went down.
not what I want.
Touch it.
You see
A pit of angry alligators that also happen to be hungry.
I can talk with them.
No, they were candy.
you see where the bottom of the shaft is hitting cogs on something else turning, and another shaft that goes attached to a intersects with a cog on a shaft that's spinning, and it looks like it goes both forward and backwards. And it looks like a very awful way to die.
And he's stuck in between them.
Yes.
Quick question. With the light emitted from my torch and his as he's walking down, is there these runes that were on the cylinder, are they no longer glowing? Or are they still glowing dimly or whatever? Are they noticeable? I guess is my question.
Now that the thing's moving, yeah, you can see them.
Do they appear to go all the way down?
Yes,
Okay.
and all the way up to.
Okay. But they're not putting off enough light to light a space in the room. All right.
Okay, now what?
Wait for him to get to the bottom, so I can
At
see
the
like
bottom.
a clear space at the bottom.
I told you it's at the bottom.
All
I-
the gear shaft.
Get down.
Well,
Hello
okay.
up there.
You get down, okay.
I'm down there too.
That's,
So tight.
Hey, just
so you're
Just
down
disappear
on
there.
another walkway line.
Another walkway.
I'm down.
You can't hear you. You can't
I'll
hear
tug on
anybody
the
up
rope. Couple
there. Too
times.
loud.
well, I'm looking down. It's only 70-ish feet. And I should be
Sorry,
able to
go on.
see his light illuminating some ground. Because when we came in, we only went up 80 and we went down 8 into the thing. So
I start waving the torch back and forth.
that's not actually, it shouldn't be on the ground. That should be about 70 feet.
You can certainly guess.
Yeah, I'm guessing approximately 30 feet, 70 feet. So do I see a flat spot down there on the bottom that his torch is illuminating?
Yeah, it looks like the ones you guys are on now.
I open a portal onto the same situation. A portal in front of me,
Okay.
opening lengthwise into the
I
same
untie
setup,
myself off of
All right,
and then
go ahead and roll.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, get down to my
I wait for everybody to come through. I mean, it's come on through. I help each one come through again, so they're
I go through because I do what I'm told.
Yeah.
I go through. Doesn't do what I'm told.
Oh, it's me a walkway.
And so then they had to see me walk through the door. And then I say, hey,
And then I
Okay,
say,
so
hey,
whoever goes through, you are
immediately.
Yep.
basically stunned for a little bit.
You are terminated.
And
my god.
You just had to find this exact music. It sounds like it's exactly what it needs to be. Or not music,
Right?
sound effects.
Because I can hear it sounds like
Machinery,
it's a little
electricity,
boring.
yeah.
And then the electricity.
Yeah, it sounds exactly like you
No,
described.
it sounds really, really well.
Right. Well, not loud, but I mean, it sounds perfect.
Yeah. No, I really like this audience.
All right, isn't there somewhere where it says how many people can go through there and around?
Yes, I believe so.
I don't know why I can't find it.
No, it should be on my card. Hang on.
I don't know why I saw that, but I thought it was 6 people.
Up to 5 characters per round can use a Up to 5 characters per round can use a door in combat. If a group lines up, 10 can step through per round.
Okay.
A lot.
13 of us.
Okay.
God
So
damn.
you have to maintain. If you wish, you will need to keep it
Yes,
open
because
another round.
one of the things I said I was doing was when they come through, I'm helping them because I know they're going to be disoriented to keep them from falling off the ledge or whatever. So yeah, I have to spend it.
And now I'd be down there just fine, making sure everybody's
Yeah. Oh, that's right. No, it only wouldn't be 2 because 2 of them went down differently. Oh, wait, there's
So it'd be
It'd be
one.
yourself though.
what?
Yeah.
Okay,
there
hold
would
on.
be one.
We got to figure this. We got to fix this thing first. Did she ever land? Because she said she was hanging from the rope. I just make sure because those people holding the rope got to come through too.
Yeah, they're
Okay.
pulling on the rope and I'm
Yeah,
finding myself.
All right.
She's cool.
Okay, well, I'm going to say not everybody, with the way this is situated, they can't get lined up and run around the edges and all that. So you're going to have to keep it open
Okay.
one more round. And
That's
then
fine.
It's all done. All right. So that happened, and then you close it. And you have torchlight and another torchlight. Is that correct?
Actually, there's exactly 10 of us. I don't know where I got the 13 from. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Because 2 went down differently, and I'm not counting the fucking flying creature.
Is he still with us?
But yeah, that's fine. I keep it open. The torch went with me. The torch goes with me. I
Okay.
can't see without it.
So there you are. You assume
Now there's 2 torches down there.
you assume you're at the bottom of the.
Looking into this space off this platform, what's there? Is that all gears and stuff? Is what you were describing before?
The cars.
Yeah.
So all 4 sides is all moving mechanisms.
No, the thing goes down, and it turns,
Yeah.
and then there's a cog on a beam that's going from front to back and turning it. And that's
What is in these spaces here?
what is in those spaces there? More black rock.
I mean, is it just like flat stone surface?
Yes.
Okay. So we could. So what are these platforms we're on then?
Well,
Will
they're,
we just be
they're
on the
going
floor?
to doors.
But I mean, wouldn't it just be the floor, or is it's a little
They're
lower?
going to doors.
No, I meant this
there's-
is a little lower than the platform.
Yes.
Okay. How much further down does it look to be?
Another 20 feet.
So it's not the bottom. 20 feet down is the bottom. This is just another platform. Put your phone down. Pay attention.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, then it's the bottom. That's fine. It doesn't make any difference. You're at the bottom. So in other words, if you step into the cog, you can get yourself killed. That's fine.
So there's a giant. So
There's
There's
4 doors, but this area is all open to get to a door. And then somewhere along this front side to side, it would
It's
be
actually
right?
going right through.
Should be going
So
this way.
really, there's
Should be going this way. Isn't it? This
yeah.
is the front.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Are there still doors on the left and right?
So what you have there is it's all open. When you look, to There's the drive shaft. There's the where the cogs connect, and then it's open all the way. Like what is that? Probably past as far as torchlight goes is like you're like in a corridor with this huge shaft going through the middle of it.
Gotcha.
And then it goes back towards the back as well, and there's a strange noise coming from the back.
Strange noise.
Yeah, that's and now this sound has gone down a little bit, and there's a different sound that's coming from what you would think to be the back of the Doomgrinder. Yeah.
Follow the principles. And we do
This sound again.
Oh, cool, great.
God, no.
I don't want to go in there.
And those of you with infravision can't see very far.
Was there anything else? Cogwise going to the rear. I'm sorry.
He was busy trying to get it out.
And as you can actually look out,
We all come in.
And look past. No, I guess you can't. Okay, yeah, you're just on the ground there. And coming from the back towards the front.
A group of pedophiles. Everybody run for
Exactly
your
what we
lives.
need.
Run for your lives, children.
Yeah, it's like, it looks like about right. Okay, so coming from the back.
One of those thingies.
Except these are a little different looking.
Great. Cool.
Where were these doors at? Or were there doors?
So this is
Oh
going
my
on, so you can
gosh.
theoretically go underneath here or above it.
Okay.
But this is kind of the thing, so you can't really go through.
Right.
Before we start the comment part, can I take another look at
Sure.
it? Oh, yeah.
What is
Oh,
this?
God,
It's
no.
a smiley face.
It's a lunchbox.
It's a loop.
Lunchbox.
It's a D6.
Punch him down.
That's not a D6. Those flying, the ones with the bow and arrow, those are D6s.
What the fuck is this thing?
That's supposed to be a living rectangle.
Looks like a smile.
I know.
He's happy.
He's hungry.
Except for instead of only two of those,
There's 200 of them.
Oops.
Somebody quickly befriend them.
we're going to go ahead and use these as two more of those.
Because we don't have two more of those.
You said there's 2 more of those. Forgive me, 3. Okay.
Okay. And they're coming from the back.
All from one side?
Yes.
Yes. Come on, lonely boys.
Maybe we can confirm like with this one. Maybe stab it.
Master Charlie, maybe Lasagna can befriend them like he did the other one. Or perhaps the other one can speak to them and say he's a friend.
He's like, yeah, good luck with that. Fuck that. He draws his weapon.
All right.
Pasta House gang, get ready. Spread out.
I asked before, were there doors?
They're where you're standing. No, and you can't see any doors
Okay.
either. Oh wait, I'm sorry. There's where the drive shaft comes down. Okay, so I'm incorrect. Right where you are, so right on the left and the right, there are 2 doors, and there's in the wall
On this side or this side?
here
Oh,
and here.
well, I don't necessarily know about that one, but 10-foot wide door again, or
Yeah.
5? Okay.
And that this way is forward, and that way is backwards. Okay.
No, that's forward. That's the front. Drive shaft goes to the track.
No. It's incorrect. The drive shaft goes from front to back. So just say this is forward. You got it, okay?
Just change the.
And then the doors are here and here. So that's correct. Everything is set up the way it needs to be. Okay.
That's why I had it labeled the whole time we were building each other. I just thought you said side to side. That's
Okay.
fine.
Nope,
Doesn't matter.
it's good. All right. So
Makes no sense. My cogs won't go to the wheels.
They go into the axles, and the axles go to the wheels. This is
Yeah,
the center.
I see what you're saying.
yeah,
This is the center.
Yeah,
so
you
it has
don't-
to go out to
you
the
don't
axles,
see that's
then to
technically that's not labeled on here, but yes, you don't see the
That makes
axles.
sense,
You
but
see the drive shaft.
from the picture,
So-
a whole bunch of them, so there should be all run around. It doesn't matter.
Okay, so I need actions, and we'll start with you.
I'm gonna look at my new little buddy Talk and tell him to fly up and stay away from danger.
The one over here by lasagna that's hugging on lasagna the whole time.
If
Oh, that's
It had been long since before when you went out.
I'm gonna
and
say the
he healed it.
if
that's why
I
he's hanging
haven't
next to him.
if I haven't made it clear,
They don't understand
the
it.
creature has not shown any recognition or understanding of your speech. Okay. So
It
your
hangs
action
out
is-
by lasagna because lasagna healed it.
Okay, and when you draw weapons, are you
Right.
want to attack,
Yeah.
or do you want to wait for them to get to
I'm
you,
gonna wait till they come
or do you
this
want to
way.
move? Because the way this works, when you're ready in action, you can move, but because you're readying the action is not the movement. Okay,
They're all moved.
so that's like, let's say you want to go over to the switch, and you say, if the creature comes by the switch, I attack it. Then you move there first, and then you're ready.
Yep,
Okay.
I'll move.
So I'm just getting what your action is first. So you,
No, it's crazy.
is that too loud?
Yes.
Just a hand.
Okay. We'll come back to you. Thea,
Nothing.
action.
Attack.
I'm holding my.
I'm gonna
Guard.
guard.
Yeah.
So you're ready.
Oh, I pull
Right.
my sword out and I guard.
Yeah.
So you're ready. Okay.
Already.
right,
ready.
roll it
Rolling down. Guard.
Thea, roll initiative.
Go,
would you
Tia,
do?
go.
Beat a
And then we'll
2.
They're
Delay.
going this way.
Oh, a 10. Your side is
Wow.
delayed. So,
They're gonna be here this round.
Sorry.
yes,
guys.
they just move over and attack.
Just, I mean, I'm sure they're gonna be able to make it. So just all the way. up.
So,
Who you want him to attack? First person. Can you see everybody? Who do you want him to hit?
I like all of you to roll charisma checks on 20s.
I mean, you know, Luna's on the far end, so I mean, she may not be.
25.
So, first of all,
Natural one.
tell me, okay, so that's a critical fail.
28.
That's a success.
26.
That's a success.
25.
That's a success.
30.
Okay. So apparently they all go towards you.
He's right here.
So that's where they move to.
All of them?
Yep.
Did they surround him?
Damn.
So
Let me ask you this: what about each of these people that pass? Because I mean, I don't know if this is. I just kind of threw us out here before you said something was coming. This is drawn to the dimension you had specified. There's only 5 feet between Thea and the spindle,
yes.
so I mean, I could just throw them all around them. I just didn't know are they? They're walking, right? They're not flying. Is that correct?
Correct.
Should everybody get a hit on them before they
Well
go by?
actually
That's why I was wondering.
for lack of a better term, the rectangle ones, they do have wings. I
They
don't
do
know why
also?
I don't know why they're not on the miniatures.
That's why I was asking.
Uh,
So then they could fly over there without being an issue
correct.
with them. That's why I was asking.
All right.
So you want to surround them?
Actually, no. They're just going to go the front
3 squares.
3 squares, and the others will be behind.
So
And they can't be
flying?
there, but they'll be no. Go and put them on the other side. They can't make it that far. So just
The
put them
other
over
side.
here. Yeah, just right in that area. Okay. All right. So the ones that attack you, Hendel. The first one. Here we go. Breaking it in on you, big boy.
Bring it on.
A 14. That hits an armor class, and I have my sheets. Haha. That hits armor class of 7. That's a hit. Okay. So they get 2 attacks. That's a hit as well. You take a whopping from little slashing attacks here. 3. That's slippery. I'm gonna have to put-
Oh, picking them up.
And 4, 7. Ouch. All right. The next one. A hit. And armor class of 7. Ah, man, they're trying to shoot. You've done something to piss them off. You take another
You got the same thing that Penny likes you
4
for.
points.
That's what they like in you.
Pheromones.
And then the last one
All the pheromones.
is a hit and a miss finally.
All right.
Yeah, go
So
for it.
Hendel, you take on this one 1 point. So they all fly over and they're all kind of in a line. And as they're flying, it's hard to hear them. You can see their wings, but there's so much noise coming from the gears, the drive shaft, and whatever the noise is coming from back there where they came from, that they fly over and they got these 2 little hands and they go swipe, swipe. One of them, ow, on your arm. The other, swipe, swipe. One on your neck. And then the last one says, swipe, swipe, right on your
You
back.
opened this already, right? Oh, I was just saying there's something missing.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that
Oh, I
was
like
me.
that from the store.
The others do not do anything. So now it is your guys' turn.
Attack.
So whoever wants to move on fast may.
I said guard.
If you don't want to move, then you would take your action whenever.
I mean,
So who's next? Who's going?
a couple of them are already in my friend's
I'm
squares, so
True.
I'm gonna move
I
closer.
attack on average though, so I'll wait.
Are you moving to attack?
Yes.
I can change
With
it to
your
Sword, sword.
Oh
Going
wait.
fast?
Oh, wait, no, I'm
Delayed.
sorry. I'm on.
You're on
Speed is
fast,
3. Yeah, so fast.
but you're on average.
Didn't you say you were readying a guard?
Yeah.
So you don't get to go to the end of the
Oh,
round.
okay.
Same.
Now wait.
Meatballs. There's one in front square meatball.
Me then?
Go ahead.
And,
Back.
Angel
Yep,
there.
you.
Where's that shit?
What did you get?
14.
Take your tackle, subtract your die roll.
I'm sorry.
Take your tackle with your weapon.
Okay. Here, okay.
With your
class of
weapon.
4.
With your weapon.
Yeah.
Subtract what you rolled.
14 times 18. No, that's
That is a hit. Roll Dinkus.
And medium.
Small. So yeah.
4 points.
Okay. It's still up. Offhand.
On a class of 11.
That is a miss. All right. So you did 4 points on it. Okay. Who's next?
Yes, me.
Okay. Go ahead.
No,
Left or right? Left or right?
my left. Yeah,
It's one of the ones on Hendel.
that's a miss. I got armor class 12.
All right. You missed. You slash at it as it goes past you, and you're like, nah.
Hopefully that at least pissed it off enough to get a couple
else?
of them off of you.
Without moving, the only other ones on them, it would be Meatball,
All right.
and
Meatball
Angel Hair.
will strike, and that's a horrible miss.
And Angel Hair.
At least it's not just me.
Angel Hair will. Horrible miss. Rolls a 5.
For fuck's sake.
Okay. Is that it for you guys? Now at the end of the round, does anyone want to do anything?
I'm moving.
Switch to attack.
Okay. So
And
which one of you wants to go first?
Hey, you can go first.
All right.
Addy will hit the one
Are you
on
moving up to hit it?
Eddie will
Yep.
attempt to
moving
hit it.
straight up and hitting the one straight in front of him. Yep.
That was a Luna spot.
Alona can run a new spot.
She'll be fine.
Randy, which one did you? Hendo, which one did you hit?
One directly in front of me.
Okay.
All right.
So the one you're striking at is on your left.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Armor class -3.
That is a hit. Roll Dinkus. That's a cock monkey.
7 points.
And what's your knockdown?
D10. Roll the 5.
Okay. No chance of knockdown.
Aluna,
I'm moving between meatball.
you want to come right here
Yeah.
and then step up one?
Yep.
That's a flank.
Plus
Plus
one.
one to it.
Yay. Armor class 0.
Armor class 0, yep.
That's a hit. Roll Dinkus. Are you hitting the same one Andy did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I am. 5.
5. Oh my.
Oh my.
Oh my goodness.
Beard guy is amazing. He's all kinds of range.
You take your short sword. You slash up at it. You stick it, you hear it, "Creak," and somehow it must have hit some vital jam because this fluid comes out and its leg falls off and it goes to the ground. And you notice as it goes to the ground, when it hits, it kind of does that weird insect kicking thing, and then it goes and dissipates like the snap in the Avengers and goes away.
Huh.
Cool.
So like the body just kind of just fades in and like
Yep.
mist or something. That's weird.
I love that.
Okay, anyone else?
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna move forward and
One on Hendel's right.
yes.
Okay.
No, I rolled a 2. That's not good enough.
All right, you swing up and you just can't quite reach the thing as it's going. All right, so Rigatoni will move and try to. He will try to flank the farthest one on the right, so he will move basically all the way around. See if he can get there. And he will attack it. Attack it! And he rolls a miss. And
Well, your whole team not rolling it.
Same.
Should be right here in front square, or I don't know if
Yes.
that's okay.
Penne hits once. Wait. I have to find a way to get these unsticky or something.
Are they sticky, or you just can't pick them
Or
up?
slick, I mean.
I don't know.
3 points. Okay.
You get a little
Master
bit.
Charlie, you can move forward. You got one directly in front of them.
Yeah, go ahead. And he, let's see. That is a hit from Master Choli. He slashes. Ooh, for 6 points. Nice. Okay.
At least you peed first.
Right?
All righty. Anything at the end of the round?
You still got this dude.
Raymond?
He could come right into the flank of that guy if you want.
Yeah, you can roll for him. That's fine.
All right. Armor class 5, I want to say,
That's a hit.
for 3 points. Offhand. Should be an armor class of 7
That's a hit.
for 4 points.
All right. So
Same thing with that one, or the
I think
life.
that's it. All right. Next round.
Attack.
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 Okay. Roll initiative.
Me again.
Yes. Beat a 2.
3.
All right.
But not as fun.
These creatures are small anyway, so here they go. Ooh, nice. And once again, for some reason, they're just single-minded of purpose, and they're slashing at you.
Hey, Duran, isn't it nice to not be the one that they're after
Yeah, absolutely.
for a change?
So the first one is an armor class of 7 and 6. I'm sorry, 6 and 5.
Hits. Still.
All right, Hendel, you take. Ouch! 8 points of
Ooh.
damage from 2
Dinkus.
slashes. The next one, a miss and a miss. Hey! And the last one
Hold
on
on.
Hendel.
There's only 2 on Hendel unless they move. So they're going to move.
3 of them.
One was killed. Aluna did the
Oh,
one
okay.
shot and killed
Well,
it.
then the one will move.
But it can't take that spot because he's in it. They would have to come in behind. This is
Uh,
Hendel. And there's the 2 bad guys.
So there's
After they killed the one, he moved into that spot.
1, 2.
1, 2,
Where are the other 2?
here and here.
Okay. This one's going to go over here,
This one?
Yep.
Gonna go where?
over and attack Hendel.
From behind?
Nope. It's just going to go over in front.
It's gonna be in the same square the other one then?
Yep. And they're
Okay.
small, so they
I was
can
gonna
fight
say
and
behind
cross
it, so
over.
we know
Now,
that.
does anyone get an attack of opportunity on it?
Yes.
Did it leave
these
anyone's front square?
2. Yes. These 2.
This one here looks like it might still be in its front square, or is it not?
When this one left, it was in front of Master Choli and in front of Thea. And to
So
the
if it comes,
how's it going? Straight up?
it can't. Is that a friendly?
This is a friendly and a friendly for
Okay,
it.
well, it's going to go through a friendly square.
So it's gonna go this way.
Yeah.
So Master Choli gets first attack.
This.
Thea gets the next one.
Go Thea. Wait, armor class 10?
Oh,
I get the
you swing
next
it
one.
and it goes.
Ooh,
Like
armor
that.
class 15.
That's a miss.
D6.
Okay.
No, not
Class
me.
15?
You just
No,
said armor class 15.
I rolled a 15. I'm sorry. I hit a -1.
Okay. Well, thank you.
I'm
Six
class 15. Woo! This isn't 5th edition.
6 points. Is there another one on that side by your hand?
Another one. What do you mean?
That guy?
Yeah, he hasn't moved yet. We're still moving. This
Oh,
one's still
okay.
got one more spot.
Okay, 6, you said.
Yeah. And then it would be in the same square in front of Hendel. I don't know. Does Hendel get a
Okay.
no because it's moving to attack him? Then now it's there to hit it, Hendel.
All right, well, it doesn't matter because you slayed it.
Hilarious.
Okay.
All right, next one. Same thing. It's gonna do the same thing.
Yep.
All right. Well, it's moving out of Angel Hair's front square. So
That's a hit
Fuck that guy.
for 4.
all your it has
Well.
damage already from
They've all been damaged.
so
Who's next?
just go okay. Master Choli.
Bless you.
Well, it shouldn't. It's not going to move.
It can't move into gear.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So Master Choli.
So when it moves out of Master Choli's square, a 3 misses.
Thea again.
Go
And where's Thea?
Right here. You said it's moving the same way to get over
Hold
here.
on.
This is the one moving.
Okay.
It was here. It moved here. It's
Okay, yeah.
moving here.
All right.
Then it's going to get behind him like the other one, correct?
Yep.
Okay. So
Okay,
Thea,
Thea. Miss again. What'd you roll?
A 3.
God damn. You
that would be me.
a natural 1.
I missed.
Nice.
And I rolled a 16.
Okay, so
A 14.
Fumble chart on melee fumble is
14.
you hit yourself for a point of damage.
All right, and then it's in front of Hendel.
All right. And here goes
1
a hit, an armor class of 7 and an armor class of 1.
Sorry, Hendel, we tried to kill it on the way over.
Oh, no.
All right, Hendel. Boy, you did something to piss them off. You shouldn't have rolled that 1. You take 3 points of dinkus. All right, and now it's all yours turn. So Hendel, you're there. Just go first.
That'd be an armor class of 10
Miss.
and a natural 1.
Oh,
no!
Damn
I'll stand next to
on a
him.
30.
This is
Get
what,
your
fucking,
level.
like 3 weeks in a row of us just
14.
falling critical.
Almost.
Plus whatever is not 31.
Yes.
Okay. So roll it again.
14 again.
Same thing. You hit yourself for a point.
Wait a minute. You want? No, it wasn't enough. I just was trying to roll my level or less on a 30. I didn't.
That's okay.
Forgot about that. I didn't roll enough either way. But
Okay, who's next?
we
I'm
want to go back.
okay.
I'm fast.
I'm on
Go ahead,
the
Luna.
range.
Alright. Am I?
Aluna, you got to move.
And I think
You can be in the same square
I
as.
think Durant goes on fast as well.
Yes, that's true.
I'll
Go
share
on
the
fast.
square with whoever's right in front of me.
All right, so you share the square with Raymond.
Okay.
Rainman.
Armor class 6.
And what kind of weapon are you using?
A short sword.
What is it? Is it a piercing? Does it have a P?
It's
Yes,
P
it does.
and yes.
Okay. Roll Dinkus. You hit.
4 points.
4 points on that
The
The
one.
original one in front of Hendel.
Oh,
It has yet to been killed.
you kill it.
Haha, bitch.
No, you're not.
No, I'm not sorry at all.
All right, who's next?
Addy.
Got you, Hendel.
You going fast? You
-4.
going
That's
fast?
a hit.
You going fast?
6 points. 10 for knockdown.
It's 6 points. Man.
Uh,
This one's taking damage on the way over.
Yeah, it's dead now too.
All right. Basically, I just uppercut it and throw it back into the gears and it gets ground up.
Nice.
I didn't roll enough to hit it. The one in
Okay.
front of me. Thea, it's in front of you.
Yeah, is it average time?
Go ahead.
Got it.
On class 8.
8. You barely tap it, but do no damage.
I'm hitting
Hey, stop that. Stop
Is
that.
that it?
Well, except for your guys.
Stop it.
Raymond can move.
Hey.
Raymond went. Didn't
Hey.
he? No, he didn't.
Stop
Raymond
that.
can move forward 1 and attack it.
Go, Raymond.
We're pretending to
I'm
be
class
what's her
1.
face, Theo.
That's a hit.
And it would be a +1 too. It's flank.
2 points. Armor class 9.
Miss. 2 points.
Yep.
That's enough.
Hooray!
Hey, stop that.
Does that fucking gear sound go away yet? Are they all dead?
Yes.
Wait, we still got that little boy with us though. Technically, we should have been using those cocky gears the whole time.
We should have killed him a long time ago. But
No.
now he's okay. If Aluna didn't fuck it up at the very beginning.
You're fine, she says.
Chris will say,
That's all I
Addy is okay with everything.
Are they all dead yet?
Nice. Okay, now what?
Are they all dead yet?
I
Yeah.
think so.
Now where do we go?
I know they're dead.
We
That's
play-
why there's none.
What do you guys do now?
This
Ow.
cylinder
Or we go.
comes down to the cogs, but does it go down to the floor as well? Or
No.
No. So there's you can see underneath it then.
Yeah. It's
How
just the
much
floor.
space?
But I mean, you can see the bottom of the cylinder is spinning, correct?
5 feet.
All right.
The drive shaft is probably 10 feet wide,
Okay. Well, that's what I drew. Good.
and the underneath and to the ceiling is probably 5 foot.
Okay.
So it's got some clearance there.
All right. I don't see where the okay. Everything here is made out of black rock, right? The black stone, the gears, everything. All these moving parts are all the black stone.
Yes.
Even underneath the cylinders, the black stone.
And does the black cylinder, even where it has the teeth that are moving with the axle or the drive shaft, do I see? I guess what I'm asking is, it appear to be all one flowing piece, or is there perhaps a crack, like where two pieces are together? You know what I'm saying? I can go through. If there's a crack in the wall, I can go through that. If you push two great big stones together and they're touching, I can go through that. That's one of my abilities. But
Okay.
that's why I'm asking, is it smooth or is it at the bottom of the cylinder? You've got to have some sort of gears on it to turn the drive shaft. So it's either going to be one smooth flowing from the cylinder, and then like the teeth are carved out of the cylinder. Like everything was carved.
That's correct.
Everything was carved to teeth and then smaller to the cylinder. So there would be no attachment of these things, so there's no crack.
Romer's perception check.
Do your hair?
I've had a lot worse in my hair.
Too low.
Yeah, you have.
It looks like it's all carved out of one piece.
So I don't see any crack to try and slip through, is what I was looking for.
No.
Are there ruins? Are there runes on the bottom of the cylinder?
Oh, damn it.
No, because that's the part that's been carved into cogs.
Oh, it's sitting on top of the thing spinning. I got you.
Is there handrails down here or anything like that?
No, there's not a safety code.
Okay.
I'm calling OSHA. Put it in the Doomgrinder.
Let's call OSHA. OSHA, fix it.
Oh, well, we're
That's
actually
the
in a
bottom
third world.
I got you.
A third world war.
I got you. I see what you're doing. Okay. I wasn't sure how it was connected. It makes sense.
There's gonna be so much food.
So
on
when this
side,
turns,
I
it
might
turns
wanna
the
let them
Okay.
do it.
Gotcha.
And you can assume that there's wheels somewhere back here and somewhere up here.
Right.
They're already.
Is there anything that
That's
you
where
can
the axles
see
would be.
or find that we might be able to put down in there to stop that?
This black stone, it would have to be this black stone. Or it would destroy and crush anything else you're doing that. It would have to be this black stone. There's no cracks. I can't affect it or compact it, anything. All I can do is, Master Charlie, see if you can talk to this thing. I don't know. Maybe it'll hear you. Tell it I want to free it. I if that's something you can do, I don't know. If it can produce some sort of light inside.
He says, you want me to talk to this?
There's a creature inside being held captive that's powering this thing. That's why it's
So he
spinning.
walks over and he goes, "Hey, creature!" And it's, kind of, but you guys kind of got to talk louder here with all the moving parts. If you're in there, give me a holla.
Just like that.
Nothing happens. He says, "Fine, stay in there then, you piece of shit."
And then the screen.
Nothing happens.
All right. Forgot about this one. Oh, man. I'm gonna phase. First, I say, I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna go open a portal for this thing to get out.
Is this something like what happened?
I'm gonna open the portal outside. But so for some reason you see a portal in here, don't come in. I'm trying. It's gonna be theoretically it's gonna be inside this thing, and something should be coming out.
Should we be prepared for?
Well, I'm gonna try and open the portal outside so it can leave.
But be prepared.
Okay.
Just yeah.
I remember
I mean,
the
there's
last
been worse
portal we
plans.
opened when we were down south in the monster tunnel.
I'll be back hopefully shortly.
Good luck.
Yeah, good luck. You're gonna need
Don't
it.
die.
All right, so I'm gonna phase. Oh, I don't want cards. Oh yeah, no problem.
you ever seen Disenchantment?
So you
Yes.
all see Artie
Music from this movie.
Yeah.
become translucent.
Crazy.
And he turns into a little ghost. No.
No.
no
And
there's
is
nothing
there
else.
any trace of your existence?
Just a bleep of stuff.
Shimmer. Like
Remember how I always described it? If the
Like the
predator
Predator.
had his you know,
Yeah, it's just like
yeah, where if he's not moving, you can't really see it, but there's like a little distortion in whatever
Yeah.
you're looking through. But if he moves, you kind of see a. That's kind of the way I describe it. You Cop was good with that.
okay.
I'm going to move into this chamber. And I leave the.
Now, are you trying to get into the drive shaft?
No, the drive. It doesn't matter. It shouldn't. What I'm going to do though, just to be on the safe side, is I'm gonna go up, so I'm above I'm where the smooth sides are, and then I'm gonna try and go through it.
And how do you go up?
I could go in any direction with face. I believe.
It lets you
Let
fly?
me know. No, it's a. I am not affected by gravity. He will retain any falling movement he has, but when he arrives at the ground, he is not harmed. He can move over solid ground at a normal movement rate, over water, quicksand, and heaven, one normal through solid matter at 1/4 of normal move. He moves vertically 10 feet per round.
Okay.
So yes, we can fly.
So
Vaguely.
2 square. So your move is 2.
More like levitation movement. Yeah,
which is all you need.
just to get to
So
the.
in one round, you move up 2 squares.
Yeah, I'll keep track of rounds.
And then you start going forward into the.
It's the attempt.
Okay. Well,
Not affecting the stone because I'm on a different plane of existence. So I should be able to float through the stone.
You go in there,
All right.
and
It's
it's
still dark.
dark. Yeah.
All right. I go to where approximately the center is. What I think is the center. Or, 10 feet in.
You guess.
I am now going to open a dimension door. Well, you're going to make me look first. So I'm going to do.
The reason you have to look, and I don't know why I didn't tell you this before. This is just flavor. The rules are the rules. But the reason you have to look is because unlike the Magician's Dimension Door, where you can just say where you want to appear, but if you appear in something, you go to the astral plane. Yours is different, which is why you look, and that way you can't fuck up.
Well, I was going to put it outside on the surface. I know where that spot is, but so I'm going to clairvoyance the outside, it's on the surface, outside the on the back of the, like right here, but up 70 feet, 80 feet, 70 feet, whatever it is.
Outside.
Outside,
Okay.
on the pump of the back of the Doomgrinder.
Okay.
Like really open the hatch and more forward.
I'm successful. That's another round though, right? So this will be the third round of the other one. So I see a spot. I open a dimension door, which would be in front of me in this thing.
So you've clairvoyance the spot,
right?
and now you're going to open the door.
Yes.
Which is
this is
another
another round. Yeah, obviously, unfortunately.
Okay.
Um,
So I guess you want to roll.
wait a minute. I gotta let me give a
Figure up your
peek
total
here first.
Okay.
That's 4 for that. Still another 6 for those. 610, so it's 9. Oh, bitch. Wow.
It adds up.
I opened the door, or hopefully. It's successful to open the door. Does it work?
Yeah, you open the door.
I immediately go through it.
Okay.
Immediately drop the phase. As I drop through, I drop the phase. The the clairvoyance, and I holler inside the thing. You're free to leave. Leave. Come through the door and leave quickly. And I mean that's 100% of my power. I have nothing left.
Okay.
Down to the last
I'm
point.
feeling generous.
That's every point of power I had to do that.
I'm
Roll.
feeling generous.
Roll a 30.
If you roll everything but a 30.
The higher the better.
Am I rolling and into it?
You're adding your charisma to it.
Come on, 30.
27 plus 14.
41.
Oh,
41,
Good
yeah.
job, Randy.
41 exactly.
I know.
Okay.
Quick math.
So
I don't calculate.
Can only roll 3 points higher.
you're concentrating. And you
And the reason I went through and then dropped everything is because I had no power left to retain anything. I had to dump them right out of been inside this fucking thing.
Fucking white knuckles.
Literally.
so when you say drop everything, do you
No, the door is open to the end of the round.
Okay.
I just mean I had to
So-
drop the other stuff or I wouldn't be able to maintain it past this point. And I can't talk when I'm faced, so I had to drop it to face it. And I didn't need to clairvoyance on it anyway, because I'm outside.
Need to see you outside.
out comes this.
Son of a bitch.
30 seconds. Outside. Okay.
Great, great,
By the way, I'm
great.
outside.
Cool, cool, cool. How the fuck
And then the
does that
dimension
feel?
door closes.
Yeah, I was going to say
And
I
this
can't
is a
maintain it.
this is a glowing ball the size of that in comparison to the size of you.
I want 100%.
I freed you. Please go back to your home.
You see it start to crackle with lightning energy.
we don't see you.
I can tell you who commanded you and point you in their direction.
It moves towards you and starts to crackle even more. Do you have anything you'd like to do?
Yes.
I get down on my knees. There's nothing I can do. I cannot run it. I cannot move it. I can't do any abilities.
All right.
There's nothing I can do. So I get down on my knees. I say, I freed you. Please do what you want.
Please don't kill me today.
I can point you to those that captured you and held you and tell you who they were and show you where they're at.
Please don't kill me.
I can tell you where to find doorways back to your realm. If that's where you want to go. We can send our buddy some nice big glowing friend.
I would love that.
Hey, come on. Merry Christmas.
Just for
Ta-da.
a second,
Fucking
you hear
Marina.
this.
This is going to be scary.
You're welcome, guys. I told Carl what the song
And this thing
was.
starts hopping up and down. And you're watching and it's lightning's going.
This is the best time you can listen.
And you need to save this spell.
Oh no!
Wait, on a 30?
On a 20.
On 20? I'm in on 20.
That's fantastic.
Fuck yes.
I thought we had to roll a 30 on this.
No, 20 on saves.
I'm sorry.
Fuck yes. When you were like, oh,
That's
what's this?
successful.
Brand new instrumental.
This is spells?
Yeah,
Okay,
on D20.
a lightning bolt of tremendous force comes through. You manage to avoid the most of it. It strikes the Doomgrinder, and right under your feet, you are knocked back just a square. And part of the actual Doomgrinder itself, you see, is smoking and cracked.
Dope.
But you take half damage.
Oh, boy.
Half of 10 million is still
Yeah,
5 million.
they don't get too wild with them dice. Never a better fighter. So if it wasn't for my constitution, I wouldn't have any points.
Hey, everybody. Any D20 you have, I need it.
Right.
GG Harry. That's stuck in my head.
The shooting stars. Yeah.
You take 29 points of lightning damage,
Ooh.
Gotta roll for that.
and then the thing is gone.
Guess it didn't need directions. I just lay there, smoking.
Meanwhile, the rest of you underneath
Or like, what the
are
fuck
just
was
waiting.
Did this fucking thing stop at least? Can I tell it stop? Or
No,
maybe
it's still
it's
going.
grinding to a halt.
happening? Slow down.
That's
a little.
fine.
I just
You're waiting.
used to see for
We're
the
just
Hitchhiker's
waiting.
Guide to the
We're
Galaxy.
waiting.
We're cooling, yeah.
Oh
You're
shit!
waiting.
I can't get them out.
He just now was like, oh wait, I can't get them out.
Yeah, I said out
Well,
loud.
yeah.
How are we gonna get out?
I'm just laying there.
Read you, buddy.
Has anything changed in our room since he's gone into?
Actually, a lightning starts to crackle up and down.
Oh fuck.
To move away
I'm
from
not
him?
rejuvenating. I just took over 3/4 of my hit point total.
Just for a second,
I'm
you see
fucked
the
up.
thing kind of
I'm glad that's
Kinda
3/4 and not
kinda
29
jerk a little bit.
of your
and
hit
you
points.
can feel it like that,
'Cause
and
that's what
then
that is to me. 29
it
30.
starts to go at the
What
same
was
kind of
it?
slow
29 points.
pace.
Oh, fuck. Yeah.
That's 29
I
30.
wouldn't
Something
do
like that.
100%.
I don't know if I made it
but
clear, but you know, the thing's only going at like 2 miles an hour, so it
Mhm.
doesn't. It takes a while for it to.
You
Go
Take
say
a
around.
full rotation.
So is it slowing any?
It jerked for a second.
Okay.
well, he did something.
Something happened, but
Is there still lightning
Who knows
going
what?
up and down the column?
when it jerked for a second, that's when the lightning had kind of like gone down, stopped, and then it resumed.
Can I ask a question that they might notice? Did the rooms go away or are they still there? That run down the shaft. I can't see them. I was just saying, they might notice.
You guys can make perception checks. If you want.
Sure.
Sure.
What's that again? Intelligence or wisdom?
Intelligence.
You don't really. 29.
No, perception is your level
Level.
plus a d30.
Yeah.
Either way, it's still
Either way, no.
Not even
Dummies.
close.
I rolled a 2.
It's tough for me to get it.
Well, I rolled a 7, so
I rolled a 6.
Okay.
and when you're level 3,
So I got 11. Which is nothing.
you're going to receive what?
We're just waiting.
Critical failure.
We are
Orla knows
waiting.
that she has toes.
I have toes.
What is all
Could you give me my d30 back, please? All right. So that happened.
Great, cool.
Cool.
So, is
Do
anybody
we
else
stay-
starting to panic?
What if he just leaves us?
Do we stay in here and wait for him, or should we try
What
to
else
find a
can we
way out?
do?
Do I have extra white streak in my hair or is it all white? I can't see myself, so I don't know.
Maybe we should like back away from the thing that's now.
Well, I'm
shooting
just
the
saying, we got 2 doorways here. Do we go through a door?
Or
I
you can
don't-
go forward or backward.
I don't want you. There's
Remember, the drive
I don't.
shaft
I
goes.
don't want to go too far
both
away. just in
ways.
case
Oh,
he
you
comes
can
back
squeeze
and he
around
can't
however
find
it's
us.
traveling.
It's
It's open.
pretty wide.
Well, I mean, it's open air. But it's like
Yeah.
open between. Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
I don't want to go too far if we go anywhere because I don't want him to be like,
Because
where are they?
this is where he's gonna come look for us
And he's our way out of
if he can
here.
get back in.
Well,
when
he
gets
went
back
out.
in.
What if he doesn't come back in?
I don't think he'd leave us.
He won't leave us behind.
I mean, he might leave you guys, but I think he'd take me.
He won't leave Aluna behind, and Aluna will make sure we
True
get
words
out
never been said.
I mean, and I'll make him, and I'll guilt trip him to come and get the rest of you guys if that happens. So
After resting
Y'all.
for about 5 minutes or so,
I think we're okay.
while I'm still laying there, I tried to rejuvenate. 'Cause I know I'm out of power. I'm trying to get enough to open a dimension door to get them out. So I'm going to rejuvenate long enough to get that. I only need 4 points. Very, very little. So it's like 15 minutes of rejuvenation.
He's probably gone.
In the meantime, we're sitting here playing patty cake.
Yeah, just like waiting.
Okay. So after 20 minutes,
All right,
Roll.
now I'm starting to get a little worried.
It don't work. We get other 15 minutes. It works.
okay.
So I put the door in the same spot. Wait a minute. I have to rejuvenate. I No, I have to rejuvenate
2 rounds worth.
half an hour.
Whatever the clairvoyance is.
Yeah, a little. It's more like 40 minutes because I got to do the clairvoyance to see inside there to do that.
All right. Well, 40 minutes goes by. So
I'm
get the
getting
clairvoyance.
nervous.
and then
Yeah,
I-
I'm nervous.
Now open the dimension door.
Yes,
Okay.
and then I open the door, and it's gonna be. I'm still laying on my.
So
I'm
just-
still laying right. I don't even move. I open the door up, and it's right there. I'm laying on the outside. I'll smoke.
As soon as I see the door,
Do we see
fucking
it?
bomb rush it.
The door.
I roll out of the way before they come out.
Everybody
They're gonna be dazed anyway.
Everybody out. I'll be the last to get out. I want to make sure everybody else gets out.
Oh, my generous.
So I'll
Okay.
wait.
So this was a surprise. So I want
Oh yeah.
everyone to roll initiative. Not you.
Even if I said I'm going to be the last one out.
You will, yes, because you're just basically going to ready. And you're going to delay until,
Okay, I rolled a 2.
I rolled a 6.
because you might want to try to wait, but it'd be like, oh, everyone just bum rushes the door anyway. And you're like, oh, okay. So
So the door would be right here.
I need to write this down.
Hey, Addie's one of the first one.
Todd, you said I put the door on the map.
Okay.
It would be basically in front of where I was standing.
And then he rolls
No, where I was standing when I was down with you guys.
down. Oh, I see the
Right
door
there.
now.
And my torch was up.
Okay.
I didn't take it with me. When
So,
I dazed.
So do you have? Is that
Yeah, it would have
okay.
faced with me, but
I didn't know if you
it wouldn't have illuminated anything unless I unfaced, so there's no point in taking it.
Right. I was just wondering.
It would have been
I mean,
a
wondering out of character. if that was a
predator-looking stick in my hand, but you wouldn't be
There'd be no
illuminating anything.
lights,
Right?
yeah.
It'd be like
thing.
invisible.
Then we'd be like, what the fuck?
What the heck
Okay.
is
So, Thea, what did you roll?
6.
Luna,
this? 2.
Pendle,
7.
Addie.
5.
Okay, I need you to roll another d10.
Yep. Raymond rolled a 6.
I want Luna to roll another d10.
I rolled a 10.
I want you to roll another d10.
5.
I want you to roll a d10.
We're going to use the little druid's room.
8.
That was
I
just
want
long
you to
enough
roll
for a
another
chuckle.
d10.
10.
Oh my. Oh,
I
okay.
didn't realize
So
how much this thing kills my battery, except for that I was looking from the net and that's not charged at all.
before the portal slams closed,
God
Oh,
fucking damn it.
oh yeah.
Rigatoni,
Well, why did I have to roll?
you were just rolling for one of these people.
Oh, look, I'm outside.
Rigatoni, Penne,
I didn't make it through.
Meatball, Raymond, Addie, Thea,
Nice.
Pendle, Master Choli, the Monodrone,
Oh no. The mono.
One more for
And-
10.
Angel Hair, and Lasagna. Okay. Lasagna goes through, leaving Angel Hair and Aluna behind.
Well, at least she knows you're not going to leave her.
Meanwhile,
She
the rest
might
of you are
leave
on
that.
top of the moving Doomgrinder with all
God
the
damn.
accompanying sounds of the windmill, the crushed trees in the wake of destruction, and the actual rolling of the behemoth.
So I
As
look
soon as I'm
behind.
not stunned.
I look behind at the path of destruction.
You do.
Is it straight?
The first thing you might notice is a smoked Durant laying on the ground still.
I look at Smoke Durant completely.
You also notice,
Right.
not
And then I
only,
just
not only
go,
do you
how the
notice
fuck is this thing
Durant,
still
who is
moving?
laying on the ground with some singed areas and hair a little bit off kilter. But you notice that there is a section close to him of the actual Doomgrinder that looks like it's been damaged by something.
What the fuck happened?
Trent, what you do?
Honestly, I need help.
What you do?
Hey,
Anything
you!
else?
Just help her! Help!
I'm not even aware everybody didn't come out at this point.
Help her, help.
Because I can't do that. Believe it or not.
He needs help. He's asking for help. You're the healthy guy. There's nothing I can do to help him.
The helpy guy.
Then look at him longingly.
Longingly?
Yes.
Angel
You're out of your
Hair
damn
turns to
mind.
you and says, "This is just me, you know.
Yeah, he'll get us. He won't leave me here.
Think we should wait here?"
I would wait here unless something comes to try to attack us.
Oh no!
And the DM says,
Roll
Roll a
d12.
d12. Please get a 1.
Oh my god.
Please get a 1. Oh wait, you're inside the Doomgrinder. Roll a d6. Please get a 1. Come on.
God.
Yeah!
It'll be 40,
oh my
40 minutes.
You'll live. Oh no.
Come on.
So excited.
I assume this is like the end music or something because I don't know what it is.
No, I mean maybe that too, but they use it in memes for stupid shit all the time. This is like the meme song.
I don't have kids. So
I remember.
I have no idea what the fuck is
I love it when a plan comes together.
I don't get it. The music.
All righty.
Okay.
So,
I don't know what
He only knows it because of his
That's
kid.
right.
It's fine.
I know. I figured it had kids.
15.
Oh.
I would
Right,
like
I kept almost doing that.
everyone except the Luna to leave.
How long you
Wouldn't it
need?
just be easier if you
Probably
and
5
I?
minutes.
Okay.
Wouldn't it be easier if you and I left?
No, because this way it's on camera for the audience.
Somebody might on the
For the
odd
audience.
chance be listening that might be interested in what happens.
For the audience.
Take your noodles with you.
No. I just wanted one more bite.
I would roll one.
Okay. As you are,
Waiting there patiently.
yes, you see someone coming down the corridor.
Do I recognize him?
I think you recognize him.
Is it the sword general?
No.
Is it my uncle?
Nope.
Is it Bart?
Nope.
Is
I
it
don't
Kanoy?
even think I have a fig of this particular person.
Is it Tam?
Nope.
Running out of people.
And you see,
Is it Kanoy?
nope.
Hold up. Let me get out.
So I don't have a figure of this person, but I'm going to describe him.
Okay. See if I can remember who it is.
He has these shoes on that curve at the end up.
Is it the Balaam?
Yes, it is.
Do I get? I mean, I remembered that. I remembered that.
I'm surprised.
Is he wearing a new costume, or is it the same one that Moji took?
It looks similar, but it's not the same one. And he's holding
A dagger?
a deck of cards.
God damn it! Not again. Okay.
And as he's
Okay.
walking, he says, "You done fucked up, girl. What's going on?"
You know, I'm still alive.
Apparently, and Angel Hair's like, What's happening? You know this jerk?"
Yeah,
He
yeah,
sa-
it's fine.
He says, "Be quiet." And she goes,
She goes unconscious.
he says, "Now, where were we?"
I think last time I saw you, you saved my life and then gave me a cursed dagger.
That wasn't the last time.
No, I saw you before. My friend stole your clothes.
Yeah.
He still has those, by the way. He got them tailored to fit him.
It's all right. They're collector's items.
He wears them around now.
I doubt it.
No, he does.
Anyway, I'm sure you're probably wondering what I'm doing here.
Kind of.
Well, you remember a while back when I offered you a chance to draw some cards and
Yeah, I remember.
you got some weapons and then you got rid of those weapons
I
and
was
then you got rid of
unconscious
me?
when that happened. Last time. You're
Well,
talking
I think most of you were.
about, no, I mean, like, I was actually, like, dying.
Could be. Anyway,
You're offering the same deal?
kinda, yeah. It's taken me a long time to come back after the number 8 in the circle took me out. I didn't see that one coming.
Who's number 8 in the circle? Magnus?
Should I tell you that?
Magnus?
Yeah.
So that's where he went? When he stepped through the portal?
You didn't hear me making him?
Making him? No?
You didn't hear anything at Castle X? The sound of an anvil and... It's been a while. That's okay. I wouldn't expect a street rat like yourself to figure that out. It's
Later
really not
DM,
your...
I think they blocked. Didn't they block that from us?
I don't know.
I thought they did. Wait, so was he always part of the A?
No. No. The sword rulers picked carefully, and Magnus knew too much once he got his hands on the book. That was his gateway drug. Too bad he couldn't read. But he came from where it all started, so it was obviously preordained that he would be there at the end, which is coming up shortly, by the way, which is why I'm here. Do you know what's going to happen?
Sword rulers take over and destroy all.
I don't know about destroy. Have you been to Renalf lately?
I've never been to Renalf.
You
Wait.
should go.
I've been to the border of the Renalf. You know, from what I hear, they don't really like my kind there, pointy ears and all.
We can go now. When I say we, I mean actually you and me, yes. Well, you'll still be hated and all, but I'm allowed to go wherever I want. Something's changed.
What do you mean something's changed? Is it the treaty that changed?
Apparently.
Yeah, that was my doing.
I find that hard to believe. But that's okay.
That's cool. I
Let's
just brought
say-
someone
let's
back.
just
that
for the
wasn't
sake of
supposed to
argument-
brought back.
Really? Maybe it was you. So I did come here to thank the right person. So thank you. And he walks right up to you. And he reaches out his hand for yours.
I'm either gonna die in here or I'm gonna die with you. I give my hand to him.
He kisses it.
Okay.
And then he steps back and he says, "You're almost done."
Like with this or with my life?
No, with this.
Yeah.
Besides, do you think I would do my best? I would do my best to keep you from traveling to the afterlife. You're like one of the most interesting mortals I know.
You know, I've heard that before.
Well, is that so hard to believe?
Sorry, Sabrina's dancing in the window. She distracted me. No?
You're almost done.
Is the destination still Castle X?
Yes. Yes, it is. Oh, and I'm going to leave you with this bit of cryptic information. I know you hate that, but
Okay. Prepared.
you know how there's the numbers man,
Yeah, Kanoi.
amongst others.
Yes, I've met multiples.
And you know how these creatures that you're fighting are
What?
kind of like they
Fox.
work by numbers.
Did he
Their
make them?
sides are
Is this all Kanoi is doing?
No. I would hate no. These things were around way before Kanoi ever did.
Kanoi had something to do with this, though.
No. It just happens to be that numbers attract numbers.
So this was always supposed to happen.
Is there any certain number that has been coming up a lot lately in your recent adventures?
Probably. Do I remember it? No. I already used my roll for the day. The 8.
He's like, 8. That's what I thought.
Yeah, because there's the 8 of you, and then what about 8?
And wasn't there an 8-headed thing on an
Yeah.
island?
Yeah,
And
why
then
is
wasn't there a group called
the chaotic
Evil 8?
Evil 8.
Chaotic 8. I love you so much.
Chaotic 8.
You're a credit to your half-breed, I tell you.
So, and then the 8 swords, right?
Oh, you know about those.
You mentioned it.
Magnus is the final one.
So now you have all 8 that you need.
I don't need him.
Well, sort of.
I am. As long as there are mischievous, wanderlust, conniving, game-playing thieves around,
That's why you like me.
I will be here.
That's why you like me.
Because whether you like it or not, I'm your daddy.
Technically, my dad is apparently.
Yeah, I understand that, but who do you love more? Your dad or what you can gamble? And don't even answer that because I'll know if you're lying and I will be very disappointed. And he says, I appreciate your patience and all this, but the final message I have has to do with the man in the mask. The one that the Sword Emperor mentioned long ago when you first went to Castle X with with Artie.
The elf in the mask?
No. Do you remember when the Sword Emperor asked Artie to heal the land?
Yeah.
And then he said someone in a mask provided him with the key, the puzzle box.
Yeah. But I know where it's at. Is the key in the puzzle box?
No. The Sword General wears a mask.
So the sword generals.
The Sword General has no business doing our laws when he breaks them constantly. He is not here by the whim of the Sword Emperor. He lies. And he mixes lies with the truth, which is even worse. It is chaotic. It is not lawful. Do you understand?
Yeah.
The Sword General is the true enemy here of us and of Castle X. Do not allow anyone to lessen our influence in these lands.
Well, that's what we're trying to do. It's not working out very well, as you can see.
The Sword General,
Oh,
get him to remove his mask or get someone else to do it for him.
okay.
And he says, takes a bow, and he says,
Thank you.
draw high, and he leaves.
Okay.
All right, you make your turn.
Thank God. Why don't we like a fucking racehorse?
Yeah, she was literally dancing.
That's what I was thinking.
I can
Whole backyard out there.
You know, I pointed
We tried to tell her that.
Yeah.
Over in the dark, we can't see. We're all black.
It's a lot more work for a woman to pee outside than it is a
There's a
guy.
pending bunch you lean against her legit.
We offered to help her.
There's also the whole like holding pants away so you don't pee.
We
on
offered
her.
to help. We
Yeah, I don't think she wants to.
Randy even brought a bucket over. Here.
I was holding it.
You're like,
I wasn't afraid of splatter.
He goes, splatter.
so I say it's going to be at least 40 minutes before I
You
go
were
open
born in
another portal.
September.
Well, no, I don't know if she's missing yet.
Oh, and you're
Dying
diabetic.
asparagus
I,
or pineapple juice.
I don't know
Hey.
if she's missing yet, so I don't say that.
sugar.
I stand up.
You're diabetic.
Oh my god.
Hey, that's the old way that they did it. All the way to determine if you're
Okay,
diabetic.
so as you all are up there, just kind of looking around at the top of the on the top of the Doomgrinder as it kind of rolls along, you see and hear, just barely. You don't hear it, but you see it. A swarm of flying circular eyeballs go out the top and start heading off forward, as if going ahead of the Doomgrinder towards
Are
whatever.
these ones that are flying off carrying anything?
No, not that you can see, but you can roll a perception check.
The eyes of law.
32.
Wow.
Over 29.
You make out an odd shape.
She just tags me in stupid shit all the time. Yell out what you see, buddy. No,
They're carrying something. I can't tell what it is.
you want to shoot at him? Anybody who has projectiles?
I don't think they're probably too far off, are they?
They're at least, 40, 50 feet above us.
Oh,
And then
fuck
they're
it.
flying up and
Never
out.
mind.
And they're flying away.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Okay,
I'll
so
just be searching for arrows.
does anybody on the top of the Doomgrinder do anything I need to be aware of? Or do you just
I get up and
wait patiently?
look at everybody. I'm glad you were all able to make it out.
Hey, when you're
Do I notice Luna and Angel here are not here? I need to roll that.
That's what I was about to say is
I would say you see that they're not.
Where's Angel here and Luna?
they're still down there as far as I know. They couldn't make it through before it shut.
Oh.
I said, I'll get them. I need to
I'll take
rejuvenate.
any.
I'm out of power again. Hold on.
All right,
It'll be a little while.
everybody
Sit down.
Thank you.
leaves Zoran be. He'll know what's going on, but we gotta let him be.
I'll explain what happened later. I shall rejuvenate.
Well, I, for one, would love to know how this
40
thing
minutes.
goes by.
Unless something changes the need for me to go down there.
Okay.
I'm just hanging out.
So that happens. Then
You
what?
brave angel there.
40 minutes?
Yep.
Clairvoyance, then the door.
Hopefully.
Clairvoyance is good. The door would be good. So a portal opens in the same spot, and I holler, Aluna, Angel here. Quickly, come through.
Is Angel her conscious?
Yes.
Go through and make sure she gets through first, and then I'd follow.
I can't hold it for long.
So you go through.
They both come through, and I drop them, and I'm back to zero.
Jesus Christ. Been a
Yeah,
long
fuck one of
fucking
those
day.
up. All right, beast.
Holy shit, guys.
You see us.
What happened?
Holy shit balls.
Still
Pretty much.
Holy
about me.
shit balls. What's going on?
I was successful, by the way. I was able to release the one of the creatures.
God.
It shot
I-
some electricity, and I pointed a smoking hole in it. It shot the thing and me.
Gesture it.
It actually, I was in the way. I managed to get out of the way, or I'd have been killed. But it shot this thing and then took off.
I had a visitor.
Oh yeah.
Who?
Who?
His name is Balo. He's a god.
Scott.
I know Bale. Think about it.
He's a what?
Not Bale.
He's a god.
No.
Would you like to tell me a little more?
Not really. I've met him before. He
Yeah.
kind of saved my life, kind of gave me a cursed dagger.
So what?
Anyway.
What the hell is he doing here?
What the
Well,
fuck?
first off, you never met Magnus. You know the guy with the portal who walked through it?
I heard the story.
Yeah.
Numerous
What
times.
happened?
He's now a sword. Halo turned him into a sword to complete the circle of 8.
The sword to Gaslight.
Yes.
Okay.
Secondly, he was filling me in on some information. The sword general is not under command by the sword emperor. He's doing his own thing. He's mixing lies with the truth. He's
So-
lying to do this. He's not being completely lawful.
XTROUS.
Can't spell. I'm gonna send you a text message.
Okay.
And then
I want to make sure I spell it right. Or Bob, show you that. Is that a
Only-
non-weapon proficiency?
No, that
we
is a
have to
weapon.
take the sword
That is a
general's
weapon,
mask
yes.
off.
Okay.
I tried. I couldn't get it off.
Thank you.
There's some sort of eerie
Then I'll
mystery.
send you a text.
Yeah, but we need to pull it off. The one, it was, you weren't here yet. It was Artie when we went and saw Gerd and the sword general was there. He said he was
remember.
given a gift from a man in a mask. Or the sword general's the man in the mask.
Right.
Yep. Told you I got friends in weird places. I don't know what friends I have. Apparently, I'm the most interesting mortal he's met.
His words.
There's other men in masks that give gifts.
It's all connected to him.
How do you know?
Because he told me. We had a conversation.
Oh, he said that this guy is the man in the mask that gave him a gift. That's
Yes.
the sword general.
Yes.
Because I met the man in the mask and it wasn't a sword general and he killed me. He is one of the reasons I have multiple characters. Avatars.
Well. Oh, and
Seems like
He killed Durango.
So Master Choli says, so nothing's different then, right? Or
no.
am I misinterpreting what you're
No,
saying?
nothing's different.
Have we slowed? Or
No.
we're not.
There's
this
still
fucking thing's
electricity
moving.
firing off inside that thing.
shit.
You said you released one of them? Is there more?
I don't see how it can run without.
I thought the way it sounded to me, there's like more than just.
There's just 2. But
Sounds like there's like many of
no,
each.
there's just 2. The other one's in I think the windmill.
Should we try to do?
It's going to be a while. I can do anything about it.
Fuck.
I mean, to do the same thing I just did,
I know.
more time than we got.
Sometimes all
It
right.
shot a big blast into this thing. Maybe it'll dissipate, and it's gonna. I don't know. I don't know what it did when it fired that shot into the. I mean, look, it cracked the stone. It's a penetrable stone.
Maybe if we can get the other one unlocked, it could do to the other.
It's gonna take.
More time than we have.
You all can see the sun is getting low in the sky.
Let me think about this for a second.
So it'll arrive basically at the dawn tomorrow, correct?
I don't.
I don't. I don't have any idea to accurately tell you exactly where this is without going to up high. And again, anything I can do is going to take power. For all I know, to get here tonight, I don't know.
Then he goes, "Hey, bird boy, why don't you fucking change and go fly? Look around."
Do I feel that bad?
I will tell you that last time I looked at Castle X was not that bright. There was very little going on around it, so it'll be harder to see. The only light I seen was coming from the chapel and Gerg's room itself.
So be an owl.
Nothing else was lit. Nobody else was around unless
Be
it's
an owl.
They
I'll
can
be
see
right
in the
back.
dark.
Take the time you need. It's going to be a long time for me to do anything.
And I do just that. We're off the
There's
side.
nothing useful for
Bird.
us to do.
So not
Anybody got
What
cards?
kind of bird? Douche bird?
How
the douchiest
about
of the douchiest.
what do I think
would be good.
How about a pigeon?
All right, so he's
Okay, sure. That way a falcon can kill you. That's cool. Whatever. So you change into a pigeon. And you fly off.
Yes, I first fly around and poop on the Doomgrinder.
You actually gain a hit point.
Every time you crump into bird form, you gain a
Yeah.
hit point.
You gain a hit
That's a
point.
pigeon's special powers, man. Why do you think they shit all over everything?
No, why do you think
And that's why there's so many of them.
It multiplies.
That's probably why they taste so good too.
Speak to animals. He's like, speaking of douchebag about the pigeon.
All right, so you
That's
fly
right.
off. Meanwhile, what's
That's right.
everyone else doing there? Just watching the scenery?
Oh,
Yes, that's
I'm
exactly
Right.
trying to clean up my wounds.
Okay, so Master Choli goes to Luna and says, do you want to do anything different? Does that information make things change? Somebody needs to go change your drawers. Lasagna. And Lasagna's like walking away. And the thing's following it.
I mean,
it.
it doesn't really
It's
change what we
following
need to
it.
do. We just need to. We have to get rid of the sword general. Maybe we can throw it in his face that he's breaking the law. That is like the most thing is that he's.
He looks at you. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You need to say this in plain language. Yeah, I don't.
Their whole thing is about doing by following the laws and being just.
No, I understand that.
He's not. He's lying, and now we know he's lying, and he's not following the laws.
I
Do you
see.
have proof? Like, are they going to believe you without?
It's just him. I have to. He just has to know that I know.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
I chime in and say, I
think
need
it
to
will-
rest for another 4 hours to duplicate what I've just done, if that's what we need to do.
Okay, well, we will not
But yeah.
hug you. We will-
Then I sit down and I start rejuvenating immediately. Before I do, I ask, or no, before I do, I pull off some hardtack and I get something to eat because I haven't had anything to eat.
I think.
Spend 5 minutes doing that and then I start.
I think people need to rest though, and we can do some watches.
I'll take first watch. Or second. I don't care. I'll
Angel
watch.
Hair's like, how are we supposed to give you rest on top of this thing? It's not even close to a comforter.
Do your best.
Do my best. My hair's all messed up.
Well, a lot more is gonna get messed up if we
Oh, Luna has a brush. I'll brush her hair after, or a comb or something.
Oh, good.
Does that make you feel better for right now?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Thank you.
Yes, of course. And right now, our best is all we've got. So we'll all do our best and see where that gets us.
Penny comes over to you and she's like,
Give a fuck.
So
she does
funny.
not say that. She just comes over and it's like,
Now.
You wanna do it now? You ready now?
Okay, we gotta stop.
why don't you come over here and sit down with me? This isn't a bad looking gal.
I'll sit down
Here,
with her.
here, let me sit in your lap.
Okay. So she basically just tries to snuggle with you. You let her?
So I'm a little beat up here. So
Because I'll be gentle.
I'll be gentle.
now, yeah.
Doesn't seem like her style.
You let her?
She's gonna immediately grab your genitals. Oh.
She's gonna take your shrimp boat out for some
Do you let her or do you
I can't
push
take
her away?
any more damage here, but thank you anyway.
Damn it.
She's like, no, I understand. Just relax, big boy. And
Just lay there.
she starts.
I'll do all the work.
No, she starts just like
It's a bit of regular ability I have here.
she starts massaging you and stuff like that. Nothing
Nothing
sexual.
gay.
Now,
Yes.
You let her do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just let it happen.
Just lay down. You might enjoy it. Oh. Okay. So, meanwhile.
Yeah.
Addie, you fly
Yes.
off.
Oh my god, that's great.
You fly, and you see that after about half an hour, you can see off in the distance the sun setting, and there's Castle X. And as the crow flies, you think that Doomgrinder is going to reach that probably sometime in the night.
All right. I see that, and I head back.
Okay.
How big is the sky? Make him roll a d30. If he gets a 1, he gets attacked by a
Yeah, that falcon had no idea what's coming.
Roll a d30.
Yes.
8.
Ah,
It's coming.
it's on its way.
It's coming.
Shifting.
Okay, so you make it back. You can see Durant sitting quietly by
I
himself.
gently flap down,
You see Penne and
hovering next to Pendle.
okay.
Hey,
Pendle, you see this fucking stupid looking pigeon with a
fucking stupid looking thing. Smash it with your
weird, but
sword.
it looks it's like, how do you know this fucking
Hard to
pigeon?
see it then.
I start flying around his head.
Now you got a pigeon that's wanting in on the action.
You're just a popular person.
Smack it down.
Fuck out of here, pigeon. Hey, look, I got dinner.
Penne's actually asleep with her head in his lap.
Ow.
I flap down and try to find a landing spot on his shoulder.
Turn back into
You let
on
it?
someone's shoulder.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's cool
I just
with
sit
it.
there.
We just look over, we go, Handel's a fucking princess.
And
He's
then
a
I try-
Disney princess, those exist.
And then I turn back.
Okay, so
On Handel's shoulder.
right then the bird kind of pops up and then changes. You see Addie standing there after his transformation. You like look up at him, he's just close to you, and you're like, oh.
What's up?
Frumpkin.
Hi.
What's up, man?
Any news?
Kitty.
Occupied?
Hi.
Trying to rest up a little bit here.
We'll probably reach there in the middle of the night.
Excuse me?
We'll probably reach Castle X in the middle of the night. You know, don't worry about it.
You need to get some rest now.
Yeah, just
Oh, by the way, you get roll a d12, you get a gain hit points back when you change.
it won't matter.
Why not?
I'm at max.
Oh, okay. So you weren't hit at all last battle.
I was, but then the potion ran off. Since the
No,
potion ran
the
off,
fight down on the floor, you weren't hit.
they were all bum fucking him.
Okay.
I'm fucking hilarious.
You get rested up. I'll let everybody else know.
And but to this way, it's not really going to make much of a difference whether I'm asleep or awake.
You've got everything that you need back.
I won't be able to. We don't have enough time.
You should still get as much as possible.
I have what I currently have, and
It'll either be enough or it won't.
are you there?
I'm awake. Yeah, I'm on top of it.
Are you like next to Hendel is what I'm trying to get at.
Oh, I
Her
don't know
head's in
how
my
far.
lap too.
That's. I mean, I'm not far off. I figured I didn't spread out too much from anybody else.
Put it this way, I understand that you don't kind of know what it is I do, but I do not have enough time. I need the entire night to go by in order for me to be able to do what I can. So, when I say I got what I got, it's because today I won't be able to get more. And unless I sleep all through the night and have some time in the morning, then yeah. But we're gonna reach there in the middle of the night.
Oh, fuck yeah, guys.
We got,
Sweet.
I don't know, a couple bells,
Everyone else,
2 bells maybe.
Did you see the fucking sword general up at the castle?
I didn't look hard enough. Last we saw of him, he headed out the exact other direction. So it's possible he could have circled around, but I didn't pay enough attention. I just was trying to see where we were currently at in relation to the castle.
Fair enough.
So I'm not going to say that he is or he isn't there, because I don't know.
Awesome. So we wait. Yep.
Is most everybody awake?
I think just
Lasagna's asleep, and that little creature is like hanging out by him,
Everybody else is awake though?
and Penny's asleep.
endurance, please.
Okay.
Who's in your lap? Tanae or
Hey, Angel there wouldn't go near him. Angel there was somebody else.
Thea, roll me a d12 now that you're outside the Doomgrinder.
9.
All right.
Hi, kitty.
So as the sun starts to set, long shadows of the hills and of the forest overtake everything. The sound of going through the forest in the darkness is even more unsettling. And you find it hard to get comfortable on this black stone rock as you wait what might be the last thing that you do.
Oh,
And maybe not.
kitty.
And that would be a good place to stop for the night.
Oh, holy shit.
early?
Yeah, I don't want to get to in a
the
place
middle of
where
anything.
it's going to extend.
He doesn't want to stop in the middle of a fight again.
Because one way or another, the end is coming.
The end is nigh.
One way or another.
Well, I can't play again until next year.
That's weird. Because
Yeah.
So we're gonna start off next year with a boom.
or dud, depending if you guys roll a bunch of ones again.
Right? Everybody get their second character ready?
I already have mine. Oh, wait. He's been taken over. He's here
I
too.
don't know about you guys, but I'll survive the fight.
I will try to survive.
I'll survive. We'll be there
You guys
nighttime.
have seen, I'm not a big
I got
fan of
other-
surviving.
Mammals that I've not used yet that can fly and are active during the night. There's mammals that do that.
I don't know if I will, but I'll try.
Yes, mammals that fly and that are active in the night.
Neato.
There is one main one that I'm thinking of.
And if you survive this last encounter, you really want to survive this one.
We go up level?
Yeah.
Oh,
You
yeah.
got to make it.
All of us?
A level.
No, you mean,
If you don't make it, you don't go up level.
If you survive, you will?
and you take part. Obviously, if Durant was like, I'm just going home, he wouldn't get it. But if you actively
You're
help
level 10.
in
Since
the
I was already
resolution of
close,
that,
so I go up too.
And everything I can do. I keep the fucking sword general hugging my fucking ass this time, and I might get
I'm
burned.
on
like
half his
this
face.
so much.
I'm jumping on his back. I'm looking at him like a spider monkey. I'm all jacked up on Mountain Dew.
That's what we need to do next time. Is everybody try to grapple him.
The longer you hold on to me, the longer it takes for me to be able to do everything I'm trying to do for you.
Try to fight us all off. You can't.
We'll strangle you first, bitch.
The 4 hours gives me a buffer zone of extra time in case I fail a roll, by the way.
We're fucking asleep.
I can fail a few rolls and still be able to
Rip off your
with my
face.
maintenance and whatnot. So.
Rip off
All right, great.
So I'm assuming I won't make one of them rolls. And I have a coin if I need it.
Everyone, do not get killed on New Year's Eve.
No problem.
The old man stays home.
I would say I'll be here, hopefully with the kids.
Do
Maybe
not get
We'll
killed
see.
on New Year's Eve.
Maybe not with the kids, and
I'm
maybe
sure
not
I'll
here at all.
be. When is New Year's Eve?
Monday night.
If you drank,
I mean, my
I'll be
birthday
at
is 2
work.
weeks
I'll
after
be
that.
off the next
I'll be at
day.
work.
the old saying was, if you drink, don't drive. If you drive, don't drink. And if you fly, take an airplane.
That is a very old saying.
I like it.
Did you see my new bag I got?
Year.
Yes, I'll see that.
I like it. It's only 20 zodiac signs.
Yes.
It's my new D&D bag. Another one died.
Alright,
The old bag I used to call my D&D stuff died.
but not send me and me.
The handle.
Where's
Oh.
me?
That bag is older than me.
Oh, hey, where's me and me?